Hello, 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 chat. Hope everyone's having a good day, good night, good evening. We are continuing the center document. I need to shrink myself down a little bit. I'm too big. There we go. Continuing the center document with Ava. Should be fun, I think.
What's up, my dudes?
We're a little behind, admittedly. Everybody else is a little ahead of us as far as the documents go. But
well, here's the thing, right? Like, while we have read most of it offline, we're actually going to read all of it online too. Because that's kind of important.
Everybody can see it. We're not gonna, and if you want to know about all the other people talking about it, we talked about that on Under the Tea on Thursday, because they were all being cringe.
Yes.
Even the people who changed their mind were being cringe. Looking at you, Kitsunero.
Kitsunero.
Reading like intellectuals, not like Neanderthals over on Twitter. Well, importantly, we're not skipping anything. Because, Jesus Christ.
No, well, like, even if we, it's a bad look in general.
It is wild watching people going like, nothing, let's just, It's like, no, you
and here's the thing, you can say that, oh, don't worry, guys, I read this off stream, you can trust me, this isn't important. That really doesn't help your case whatsoever. You're pretty much doing a trust me bro with extra steps.
Yeah. So we were right here when we stopped last time, and we're going to try and get through as much of the nano section as possible because it is the biggest section. And it was in between these screenshots. Red told Nano the story about the long process of getting my first model. It's not relevant to show here. And then all of this is redacted talking, I'm pretty sure. He got us with White, and you know the rest, with the rigging, teaching you how to make models, and cutting the swimsuit, Cinder's debut last year. So Cinder most likely would have debuted a lot sooner, but the model kept everything on hold. We should have never gotten tied up with White, but in the end, we were super happy that you ended up being Cinder's artist. Now, we can't imagine anyone else doing her stuff, and who knows if White was influenced by Cinder at all. Either when she decided to get a model from White or when White canceled on Cinder. But like I was saying before, Cinder debuted and Silver was there for like the first hour, watching, never saying anything. Then a few weeks later goes to you for a model after we got you training, lol, and your art had improved so much in a small time. Even when Cinder debuted, people were saying that she looked like Silver, sounded like Silver, acted like Silver. The name is like Silver. People say these two look alike. OMG, there was even a meme we made last fall that was an inside joke between Cinder and I. This is part of where Red is kind of cringe, and Cinder too with the Silverveil thing. However, I kind of get it a little bit. Because you just... Because like I've seen it, you have to deal with like day in, day out, and it's like you're just copying this other person. And the other person won't even, like, come out and acknowledge you. And it makes it look bad overall.
Yeah, I guess if I was inundated with it day in, day out, it would kind of be annoying. Oh no, it seems silly to me.
Yeah, you're still being bad. Don't let the fans control, like, how you act. But I kind of get it. it'd be annoying, and I think it'd wear you down eventually. There's a big video from Red here, and then he says, "Oh wait," and then he posts another video from Twitter. He says, "Okay, so we made this meme. That was a really old joke between us." Oh Lord, that's not good. I just started. That was a really old joke.
Yeah, goddamn, it's like reading the Bible.
Yeah, that was a really old joke between us.
Wrote that?
October 8th last year. This was not like a meme going around trending or anything. A week later on the 16th, the exact same thing. Silver does not follow Sinder because she refuses to acknowledge her or validate her in any way, but she did this. So, like, she's watching what she's doing, and we were like, "Are you kidding?" So she replied to it with her own tweet. Sinder says, "We have the same brain cell. Just to be kind, like, I'm not the one copying her," and this was around the time the BSMP Minecraft server started, and they were both in it all the time. Blank introduced them to each other, and Sinder was super nice like always, and Silver just gave like a dismissive hi and went on with what she was doing. And also, thank you for the raid, Avenge. Much appreciated, much appreciated. Also, yes, Chad, I'm a bit eepy. I had a long day at work. Redacted says, then at TwitchCon in October, Sinder went to Silver's meet and greet at the VShojo booth with Aru, because I guess her and Silver are friends, just to, like, introduce herself. And then we have the Ava part.
Holy shit, this is a lot. I mean, I agree. The blank thing is so shit, bro.
We got a crying Pepe. Aru wanted to ask Silver if the two of them and Sinder could do a Wolf Girl collab together.
I've heard some issues about very long blank.
Aru asked, and Sinder never heard anything else about it.
I have a friend that made motes for her and wanted blank to give credits. She just ghosted, and that's it.
Blank really nice, but their management is really difficult to get through.
Also, Blank had an issue with Blake too. You know what? Gossip Pepe face, that's what that is.
Gossip Pepe. We haven't worked with Blank at all, so I don't know. We wanted an art piece from her for the 2.0 debut in September, but we don't know if she's able. Okay, back to lore. He just wants to dump this gossip, like 100%.
He really does, yeah. Like this is... I mean, one of my biggest critiques is this. Like, and even now, I'm like, I don't know what kind of new position Redacted's gonna have in Cinder's career. I just know it can't be doing deals like this. Yeah. Because the tea is too much.
Yeah, can't be doing this stuff as a professional. Back to the lore, Minecraft died in November, but there was a Christmas update coming out in December. So remember that Silver messaged Sinder on Twitter about the first art piece. We were like, fuck it, and Sinder sent Silver a message like, do you want to play the Christmas update together? It doesn't need to be on stream. I'd love to get to know you. Never heard back. And after Sinder, she recently got with GamerSups and has probably been racing to get her super special full art cup out. Probably not related to Sinder, but I'd say after Shy Lily, Cinder's their next biggest VTuber, or was before Silver. IDK how much she does for them.
I actually got surprised when Silver went to GamerSups.
Yeah.
Isn't the other one bigger?
She got white launched with her shaker, then left. I think so. I wouldn't be surprised that if Silver's cup comes out soon, they'll also want that art on the AX booth. I mean, I don't mind if they advertise Sinder and Silver together. It'll just make Silver mad. Literally, if you advertise them together, you'll get 2 times the sales. At least we got some soft confirmation Sinder will be on the booth, which is awesome.
I'll advise the cups, Sinder versus Silver. If it's Gossip Pepe, I'm joking, okay?
When you told me she asked you about doing a new model, I wonder if it's because Sinder posted 2 or 3 teasers for her new model on Twitter, and Silver stalks her page and saw it and thought she had to beat her to it, or at least take up your time so you wouldn't be able to do what Sinder needed. And he replies to the Cinder Silver thing, says, lol. Like, honestly, it would benefit them both, but Silver seems like she has too much of an ego. Don't ever give Cinder public validation as long as she believes Cinder is a copy.
Depressed kitty emoticon.
I will say, I kind of feel like... Because Silver is one of the people that was, like, most put upon by this, to a degree, even if I do believe she kind of fired first. But I think Tectone, when he did his stupid response, kind of, like, side confirmed that Silver is probably just as bad. When he goes, you know, everybody just hang out with each other for money. I mean, that's why the V Shoujo girls had to be paid to hang out with each other. It's like, all right, Silver used to be a V Shoujo girl.
Yeah.
Are you saying she did too?
I mean, look, how many of the V Shoujo girls are actively hanging out with one another now that the company is kaput?
Oh yeah, no, they immediately all went their separate ways. They hated each other.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
The only ones that had, like, any sort of closeness, I think, were the Japanese ones, and even then I'm not 100% sure about it, because Kei-san kind of seems like she turned into an asshole. Redacted says, now listen, I don't want you to think we're telling you not to work with her.
At this point, Cinder should just give up on that and keep walking.
She's a big customer. He replies to that and says, true and real.
True it.
It's just hard because it's hard for the public to separate the two, kind of like white.
I did this with Blank and I'm living, but Blank seems like a cool guy. He just feels like my Dinkelberg. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know who that Blank is.
Most people are convinced this is Kevin.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I was just gonna say that because Nanoless and Kevin, like, whatever issue she has with him, it's long-lasting, and it's a total, like, I could see her just drawing and randomly going, Dinkelberg, but it's Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, most people are convinced this is Kevin. Although we don't have confirmation.
Yeah, I really feel like Kevin, yeah.
She says, lol, Cinder is Silver's Dinkelberg. That's perfect.
Kevin Berg, yeah, no, absolutely. Okay, where are we?
Alright.
I don't understand, Blake issue.
Cinder is just trying to be nice and Silver hating her, lol.
Yes, exactly.
Blank had beef with Blank. It says with Blank debuted last year because she said on stream she was ripping off her voice. Something like, why watch a ripoff when you have the original or something? And like, Blank just ignored it because she didn't want any fights.
Random emoticon.
It says, an IDK what happened behind the scenes, but now they're fine.
Oh, okay.
But they're inseparable because people always associate them together from that, like Silver and Cinder.
You know what? It kind of does feel like it's... Chad is wondering if that's Vay. It kind of feels like Vay.
Yeah, also because it's so short, Vay is probably one of the only people whose names really fit there.
Yeah. Well, I never thought it was something... I just called it the voice meta.
And the names being so similar doesn't help us either. Yeah, cute accents always do well.
Change Cinder to Tinder. Follow me for more great tips.
Actually, just buy Tinder. Quit VTuber, become dating app.
Kick.
So, like, we're not saying to stop working with Silver, but we'll always have plenty of work for you. I should have slept more last night. We'll always have plenty of work for you if you're willing to take it. We really appreciate everything you do for us, and Cinder really wants to get closer with you. She's just learning to be more social.
Okay, just give me a sec. I have to prepare for this one. That's a cute statement. Also, oh shit my eye. Oh shit my ass. I'm so... What the fuck?
I have to say this because a lot of people would keep bringing up these particular parts online, and they're like, "Well, he wasn't telling. He was saying for her to not drop people, but the implication was that she should drop them. And I'm like, I don't think he should be talking about with this. That. Yeah, like I don't think he should be talking about her with
like,
this.
If somebody says,
that's not
hey,
the implication.
I am clarifying. I'm clarifying that I'm not saying to stop working with Sinder. This is something that I'm clear. And someone, oh, well, that obviously means that they're going to. Guess what? The world isn't full of fucking, I don't know, snake oil salesmen. I don't know what the fuck you think it is. If somebody is clarifying that, hey, this is not how it is, you can then use that to say that's how it is.
Yeah. Well, like, and I've done this with friends before, is people have asked me what I think about somebody, and they're like, hey, I met this guy, I kind of like him. I'm like, I don't really like him, but you do you. That's not me telling them to stop being friends with that person. That's me, like, kind of making clear, it's like, I personally don't really like that guy. Yeah,
which is completely fine. Trust me, there are people that I like that Mizu doesn't, and vice versa.
Yeah. Like, you just... That's just life, and I don't understand why everybody's like, that's an indication that he was trying to tell her not to work with her. It's like, well, no.
It's because of the implication.
It's such a good meme. Yeah, she wouldn't say no because of the implication.
What ways is she? Well, the implication something might go bad for her if she says no. Not that anything's gonna go bad, but she doesn't want to find out. Are you gonna hurt these women? No, nobody's hurt. Nobody's in danger.
Also, thank you, M2M, for the 2. Ava and Mizu, thanks. You both make the world better. Thank you. I like to think I make the world a more fun place. Also,
I make the world require more Tylenol, but it's okay.
He says, oh yeah, I forgot to mention Cinder's rated silver like 3 or 4 times with don't really know. She'll say, thank you so much. Welcome raiders. Go follow her every single time. Every single other raid, she'll call them their name. Here's the thing, right? This sounds exceptionally petty and exceptionally nitpicky. However, we have confirmation from Shy Lily's stream that this is a thing they do to be snippy with each other. So, like, how
they that's a thing. I would honestly hold this against like Sinder and Redacted quite a bit, but I know for a fact from Shy Lily's own statements and admissions that this is something that bothers them, that they will use to get at other streamers and to literally, you didn't even apologize using my full name, Sinder. How dare you? Like, it's so fucking petty, but at the same time, you get what you get. Like, if you're gonna give out petty, you're gonna get petty, and you really have no one else to blame but yourself.
Yeah, like we now have admittance from Shy Lily that this is a thing they do to be petty with each other, while also denying that they were doing it to be petty. Like,
this is the unclean hands defense, basically. I'm like, yeah, I would view Sinder less here for this if I didn't know the other side does the exact same shit.
Yeah. So Red's clarification here in blue is, I'm using we're here, but Sinder had no idea this conversation was happening until he told her about it later. I was speaking for both of us without her knowledge or consent. Red has another message here from... Oh, that's the full message that I didn't get to read. He says, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, Cinder's rated silver like 3 or 4 times with like fat raids, 1,000 to 2,000 people, and Silver refuses to say Cinder's name on stream. Red says, I didn't realize this message was cut off when these screenshots were taken. So, funnily enough, people are complaining that some it was getting edited the other day. I think it might have been stuff like this. Like, I can't prove it because we can't see like when everything was added, but it's kind of weird that this one just gets injected into here.
Is this the actual Google Doc?
Yes.
And I could technically...
Yeah, it's fine either way.
It'd be a bitch, but I still have that raw save that from when it first came out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the level of edits that we're talking about are very minor. Like, maybe a little bit of commentary added, even just paragraph or spacing or formatting. will cause every other character below it to change, and therefore, oh my god, this document's been edited so much. No, it's had a sentence added. That's hardly a massive document editing.
Yep. So this is still red. He says every single other raid she'll call them their name. What the fuck? Make it more obvious. Like, make it more obvious you have a problem, Silver.
She can't even hide. I don't know what that. You know what? That's pathetic, Pepe. It's going pathetic.
They briefly talk about.
By the way, about
Oh, yeah, you go.
By the way, about Silver's model, it's not her that came to me. It was me. What? Oh, ow! Is this a Nano admitting that she went to Silver and asked her if she wanted to commission her model? I guess.
I guess
wanted
so.
to
Yeah.
ask her if she wanted a better model. Says that one was kind of made in a rush, but not gonna lie, I regret asking it because I'm not sure I'm up to more model work, and all this talk makes me feel sus. She didn't give me a proper reply about the model yet anyway. Wow, okay. Jesus, Nanoless.
Red says, no worries, Nano. I'd rather it be you asking her than her asking you, lol. And then he says, OMG, I found it. Don't know who this is, but it says, that's wonderful. Brightens me up to see this, and you deserve it for being so cool, chill, and actually comfy. A truly good wolf. I'm sure that cosplay will be neat as fuck. This is a reply to one of Cinder's tweets last week.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say that so it's less weird. Still a lot on the bag, though.
It's okay.
Damn.
It's actually comfy, and it's a horrendous-looking chihuahua.
That's not a chihuahua. That's a fucking alien.
Nano really just kept trying to take more work constantly, regardless if they could. That's a huge issue with Nano's thing, is it's made out to be like Red and Cinder are forcing her to cancel stuff. No, she was just constantly canceling shit because she couldn't handle the workload.
Dude, the way that Nanoless made it sound like she was fucking Mozart, and then there was a fucking Amadeus motherfucker working her to death behind the scenes. No, Cinder and Redacted were not that. If anything, Nanoless just is really dumb, doesn't know how to limit their workflow, and as a result, they suffer from burnout and refuse to take responsibility.
Pretty much. And then Red adds in here, Nano clarified to me that she was the one who went to Silver about a new model when she told me about it, but was already regretting it due to not being up for more model work. Nano taking on more models than she could handle will continue to happen over the next couple years. Yeah, spoiler, but we do know that.
Yeah, that's true.
This is not a random claim. This is something that they do, in fact, prove that Nano consistently does. I think this is still Red because I think it's at the bottom of the Chihuahua picture. It says, I wonder who that's about. It's just been crazy, Nano, and that's why we're rushing the cup. Lol.
Laughing Pepe.
It says, welcome to the inner circle. Only a few other people know the Silver Veil drama.
Oh my god, Redacted. I just so cringe. So fucking cringe. Okay, let's continue. That was like How I Met Your Mother, but cup.
Yep. Yeah, but cup. Maybe next cup.
Shut off, an asshole. What is it? What
does that mean?
What does this mean?
What does that mean, dude?
Why do you go check off an asshole? What? Can you use it in this sentence?
He says, I no longer want a butt cup. Give me a boob cup, please.
But it's a great investment.
Oh, really? Is that so? Squidward emote.
Believe me, I'm a professional.
You're the professional. If you've got a butt question, go to Nano.
Sucky just a Mordecai, I don't know.
She can draw him, she can drink him, she can slap him, maybe kiss him, who knows.
This makes me salty. I have a bad butt history. What? Oh my god.
Do I want to ask? No. No, I don't think I will.
Blair, okay. A few from my community knows the tale. The tale.
Well, now I want to know the tale about your tail. Or
I
somebody else's
really
tail,
wanna
possibly.
Know the tale.
The fact that Demi read all this and still came to the conclusion that Nano good, Cinder bad, pisses me off. I don't think Demi read it. Demi skipped like all of it, and then she just said that she read it off stream. Like everybody else, like Smugalana. Nano, it's 5 a.m. for you, and you're about to tell me about bad butt history. How am I supposed to take that? And don't say up the ass.
Also, thank you for all the explanations. It was a ride. I do be a bit dead inside.
Yes, it's nice to have you on the same page with everything, especially since I don't think this is going away soon. I appreciate you staying up to listen. I'm gonna have my Cinder figure and my Nano figure right next to each other, and the silver figure will be in the box in the closet.
I know it's kind of a different situation, but I do feel very similar to me and Dinkelberg, so it taints me a lot.
It's definitely Kevin.
Yeah, I think, come on, I really only think of one other person who lives that rent-free in Nanoless's mind.
Was Dinkelberg ever mean to you?
No, that's why I say it's a bit different.
Oh, yeah, Dinkelberg was nice when Cinder worked with them. They actually raided today, lol.
I just felt being his saddle for long. I still get the feeling back, but I bulk up.
Hell yeah, buff Nano. Censored. You're out here doing full illustrations. Censored.
Thank you, not gonna lie, I react kinda well out of spite.
You definitely do not.
It's, yeah, I was gonna say.
Especially looking at the difference.
When I get angry, I want to destroy. Yeah, no, I can tell. I can tell that knows.
Kevin Berg. Yes, chat's Kevin Berg.
Honest, I'm pretty sure I have a Kevin Berg, a name somewhere. Someone made that already.
Look at how much you improved. This is like a year and a half apart. Wait a minute. Wait, I can't find it. You post the models comparisons and look at it. Look at it.
Can we read that in Patrick Starr's voice? Look at it! Look at it!
Oh, he does that again down here.
I want you all to look at it. Yeah, right there. That's literally... Like my VTubing arc, I'm being moved by spite and I enjoy it.
And then just the look at it gif.
Oh yes, this made me proud, not gonna lie.
I says, be careful with Spite. I hear she copies things, lol.
Oh my fucking god. Like, tap the and a gun. I don't know.
Oh, also, we can't really say anything about Spite because people will say, well, you copied Silver, didn't you?
Bro, I kinda thought about it.
So we're stuck on both sides, lol.
The plot twist is Cinder becomes a Two-Face too, but on spite.
Cinder was literally designed to not copy Silver.
And the cycle never ends.
Lol, Spite actually came to Cinder's chat last year.
Tails says it's still going, turning people.
When she was growing really fast and introduced herself, cheered 1,500 bits too.
Aww.
Then like a month later, unfollowed her on Twitter and started taking her ideas, Cinder's ideas, like the flames. And now she's basically rebranded to a more of a fire Cerberus, using fire emojis all the time, shaking my head. Never did that before. It's funny because she used to call herself a hellhound, but stopped when Cinder grew past her and now uses Cerberus or Cerberpup, or whatever her lore says that she is.
The unfollow is weird.
I will say this, from everything I've seen and based on how she's reacted, I unironically think Spite was copying Cinder. And
I mean, yeah, I do too, but at the same time, nobody owns flame designs on VTube Studio. Like,
yeah, nobody owns
copy
it.
them.
Like, it's one of those things, just ignore it, right? But I unironically think Spite was copying Cinder.
I do kind of feel that way too, and which again is fine. What's a little less fine is your manner to going around talking mad shit about all these people behind your back.
IMO the Cinder doc keeps Cinder looking bad and red too, but it also shed light that the others did wrong to Cinder, even if it's just from dogpiling her with misleading info of Nano. I actually came away with a slightly different conclusion, in that I actually think Cinder is slightly less bad than she was previously, and I think everybody else that dogpiled on her is more bad. Because they had to have known they were lying with some of the stuff. It's impossible for them to have not known they were lying about something.
My issue is, and we haven't gotten to it yet, and I know we will eventually, like in the future, but there is a screenshot that shows that Cinder felt that something was off, reached out to Shy Lily 4 days before the doc dropped. Definitely within the time that we know that Shy Lily and Nanoless were working together to create this doc. Which means that, like, not only was Cinder, he knew something was going off, reached out, Shy Lily danced with her, and then said, yeah, no, everything's fine, and then fucking executed her. What was it, 2 a.m. her local time?
Yeah. And also,
like, that kind of malicious intent kind of, like, puts it over the edge for me. Okay, Cinder was kind of a bad friend, a little over-competitive. So, you guys literally, like...
You live and breathe this stuff.
Yeah, no, exactly. It's so fucking gross.
Redacted says, yeah, so it's like, there was also unprovoked tweets from her, like, I didn't copy anyone else for my design is all me, this is who I am. Like, huh? Who are you saying that to? Oh, lol, on random Cinder clips on YouTube. There was one dedicated Spite fan or something she knew, I don't know, that would comment on these clips, saying, like, when are you going to clip Spite? Only on Cinder clips?
Come on, Jesus Christ. Okay, honestly, Spite X Cinder design is much more sus than Cinder X Silver design.
One thing I kind of want to say is a lot of these people get way too attached to their VTubers, and like not see it as a business. I actually see this as a problem, because that was the big thing, is everybody was doing the it's just business meme or whatever with Cinder. I think everything we see here shows that she doesn't see it as enough of a business, because she gets too personally attached to her identity as Cinder. She really needs to kind of step back from it and be like, this is just a business. It's okay if people copy me as long as I'm still doing well. Like that kind of stuff.
I mean, a little bit. You have to have that. I mean, even as limited amount of time that I've been doing content creation, which is like a little under a year now. I think we're coming up on it, like next week will be the first year anniversary. But I've already had people like come to me and say, yeah, I want to make a elf lolly VTuber who talks about the law, and their name's gonna be Evie instead of Eva. And I'm like, okay, so this is how this feels, and I can finally bring myself to understand why people might get there, but at the same time, that's something that you have to fight with, like, professional standards and decorum.
Yeah. That was one reason why Shy Lily got away with, or came out looking so nice with the small Lola stuff, because she didn't say anything.
Yeah, because she handled it very well.
Her fans said everything for her. I think
she had one statement on it. Exactly.
Forgotten Sun says, anyway, question, how old is Cinder? I think she's like mid-20s. Mid-early 20s.
Mid-20s, probably approaching 30, yeah.
She's a young one. A youngin'.
Yeah, a youngin'. I say, that's like 4 years older than me.
Or saying rude things about Cinder, always mentioning Spite. Yeah, especially after Cinder debuted with Spite's redesign.
Bruh, honestly, it always begins with a fan saying check. You know, it kind of always does.
It says, this was the original Spite. This was Spite's debut 2 to 3 months after Cinder. See, this is kind of what I'm talking about, right? When you see this second picture, the first thing if you don't read the text, the first thing you're like is, oh wow, it does look really close to Sinder. Look at Sinder in the second picture. It's like, no, that's Spite.
Yeah, both of them are, like, look, it honestly looks like a redesigned Spite. This was original Spite. This was Spite's debut 2 months. Okay, looks like they went lighter on the color palette. Yeah, some, like, blue, like, Cerberus flame designs. But again, you don't own a fucking, like, it's, could you imagine if somebody who painted flames on their cars tried to police other people who did the same? Like, that's kind of the level of retardation we're dealing with here.
Yeah. Why does that art look like it was generated on a 2002 anime chat forum? Because it's a VTuber's chat.
Wait, kinda, yeah, it's VTuber. Yeah, and the unfollow. And a random, I'm not copying tweet.
Oh, I meant the one above it.
Wait, no, I'm sorry, it's dude.
It says, yeah, and the unfollow, and the random, I'm not copying tweet. Now, if you just look at her page, she uses fire all the time, and she put little skulls and her flames on her head to make it somewhat different.
I've seen the skulls. Looks like PNGs.
True, not Mama Nano art for real.
Mama Nano makes best hellhound. We must wait for Demon Cinder and see if Spite makes a move too.
And Redacted says, lol, true, Cinder is copying me.
Not gonna lie though, Cinder has the best mascot. Animal VTubers usually go for the same animals as pets, but Cinder is a fireball. I mean, so the doggy, but fire.
See, this is another thing, like, I want to just be like, Redacted, this is so deeply unprofessional, what's wrong with you? But then Nana's going back, like, with completely unprompted, and she's like, oh, the art's so bad,
again,
it looks like
they're
PNGs.
Just so unprofessional.
Yeah.
This reads like two friends shooting the shit in the Discord server late at night while playing League of Legends. Like, that's what this fucking feels like. And it shouldn't, because these are business fucking collaborators. What the hell?
Yep. The Cinder file sounds better than the Cinder situation. Well, now it's Cinder. Originally, it was Cinder situation because it was a bunch of random stuff all over the place. Now it's a 1,000-page document, so now it's the Cinder files.
I do love the name of the Cinder files. That's kind of amazing.
Red told me the gist of his conversation with Nano, and the next morning I messaged her about it, so I'll do Cinder on these ones.
Okay.
Red told me he was talking to you about the full story, Lamal. I haven't really told anyone else about all this except blank and blank last month, and then of course blank yesterday. Just been eating me.
That's 3 people.
Yeah.
No, I'm sorry. The only way to keep a secret between 2 people is if one of those people is fucking dead. So like, I told almost nobody else except for 3 other people.
Yep.
Okay, so at least 10 people know then.
It's just been eating me alive since I released my design, and I can't escape. Been living with this for so long without anyone knowing the truth. Just, But I also didn't want to say anything or tell anyone because I hate drama, and I just want everyone to be nice and happy. I also didn't want to tell you about the cup art being similar because I don't want you to feel bad or blame yourself for anything. But I'm glad and relieved you understand now. I'm so thankful for you, and I want to get to know you more than just a business partner and have fun together and play games when you're ready to. I know you're going to have so much fun.
It do me a lot, not gonna lie. I just feel sad because I know how the being someone's shadow eats your sanity. It's time to be strong and forget Silver. You're already so big you don't need any validation from her. Also, the blank stuff is very shocking. And yeah, the cup art is such a bad coincidence. Sad coincidence. I didn't know any of this. Gamma, after staying up until 5 a.m. reading your deep lore, I do feel more like part of the gang.
It's okay. I'm going to keep celebrating all the cool stuff I get to do and have fun with my friends. The lore, Lamau.
I never read that much sex in so long. I feel very cultured. You know, you should feel extremely cultured now then with this fucking 1,000-page document then.
I can imagine. It's been a long time since all this started, and so much happened.
I can only imagine how much you, molded over the first model, damn.
But I'm thankful it worked out this way because I wouldn't want to work with anyone else now, Cinderheart.
Blushing Cato, I think the same, not gonna lie. I modded a lot working on your first model, but it's so worth it so much. Second model was so much easier.
You're cute. I know my model is really complicated, but I'm so happy it helped you improve so much.
And will be so good. I'm so hyped for your debut. By the way, Red showed me you're having the figure with my design. Cool. Okay, you know, I'm just gonna say cool. No, I know cool. Fine, cool. God damn it. My dream was to have a figure of my art, and it ended. I got to crying Pepe.
Oh, that makes me so happy. I'll show you the final sketch when it's ready.
Yes, I would love to see.
Later in the conversation, we're talking about my scale figure that was in pre-production. Nano, I'm gonna cry. They just sent this, and I want to do a bikini stand instead. This is so good already. Featuring the model you drew that Red chopped up.
That's whatever you will. I can see that, and I laughed. Dude, I love this. The fire on the base is a great addition.
I'm gonna fight for this so hard.
Try having good smile to make demon.
But Good Smile didn't even want silver. Oops.
Stop talking about silver.
Lamau, I'm kidding. Good Smile is just really picky about who they work with.
Yeah, I bet. Maybe one day, though.
You never know what can happen.
Right, for me, just having my own figure with novel is a huge deal. I can die in peace.
I'm so proud of you, Nano. You're doing amazing things. Mizu model on the fridge. It's because I put my hand in front of my face. If I put my hand in front of my face, it freaks out like this. Or is it? Yep. There it goes. If it can't see my eyes, it has a panic attack. I don't know why. When Nano suggested I have Good Smile make my demon figure, I said they didn't even want silver, which is something I heard from another friend. Good Smile is very hard to get to work with. She was a much larger creator than me at the time, so I thought my chances of working with them were even smaller. I chose to keep this in, and I'm pointing this out because it's the only time I said anything mean about silver in any of my DMs with anyone. Then we skip ahead 4 days to 5/15/2023. I messaged Nano to tell her we needed to change the artwork on one side of my waifu cup because it was too similar to Silver's. Nano, I have to give you a heads up. GamerSups needs us to change the orange art.
Is it because of the post issue?
I was just in a call with them to discuss when my cup was being released, along with the artwork similarities between mine and Silver's cups. Since her cup has been in development since December, plus the issue with them potentially releasing so close together, they suggested we change the pose with a new piece of artwork before the end of the week. I wanted to ask you if you think you'd have the time to do that for me. Blank said he'd pay you an expedited fee on top of the commission price. The good news is that we'll still be able to use the first artwork on other kinds of merchant banners for their booths, just not the cup. They also wanted me to ask you if you were paid for the first 2 pieces of artwork.
Oh, I could try to change this the arm if that can be an option, but I'm fine doing the new one too. They didn't pay anything yet.
So I don't know how they're handling things behind the scenes. I would say that this is a genuine problem on like GamerSup's behalf. Because like, if you're already kind of working this artwork down in production and you tell the person who paid for the artwork that you're gonna have in production, actually, we just got somebody else and they also have a similar design, so we're gonna need you to change.
Yeah, that's a little weird.
That's a bit unprofessional, bro. You should have planned that better, honestly. So they said they'd prefer a brand new one, so 3 separate pieces, especially because they want 3 to fill a giant mouse pad.
Hey, yo.
I'll let them know you haven't been paid, and Blank should get on that ASAP today. Do you think you'll have time this week to do it?
I can do the rushies again. I'll be removing my wisdom teeth tomorrow, but I'm 80% sure I'll be good. Last time I was, at least.
Nano, don't die trying to do art. And then we skip ahead 10 days. to 5/25/2023. Nano suggested an artist for a reference sheet, and Red told her that we were holding onto my winter outfit for her to do it since she was interested.
Oh, by the way, if you want a cool artist for a ref sheet, I think Blanket's great.
Blank did the Pyro Pups. We want to work with them again.
Yes, I know his work is really good.
We could have him design the winter outfit if you'd rather that.
Oh, I don't know. I'd like to try.
Yeah, we haven't asked him for any new designs because the only one we have in mind right now is the winter outfit one, and we know you were interested. This is such a problem with Nano. Like, oh my god. Because they're like, hey, we have this other artist, and they're like, well, you know, I would kind of like to do that one. Like, okay, and then you're going to cancel on them in a month.
Nanoless comes out the gate. Nanoless comes out the gate. The one to suggest another artist for this ref sheet and stuff. And like, well, we've been wanting to do work with them, but, you know, we only really have the winter option. Oh, well, I want to do that one. I want to give it a try. Well, bitch, road A or road B, because you're gonna fucking run into the retaining wall at this point.
Yeah. We skip ahead 2 months, or about a month and some change. Now we're at 7/5/2023. Nano asked Red if we could pay for commission for her and subtract the total from the work she did for us. We've done this multiple times over the years to help her when she needed it, and she'd take the difference off of our commissions. This is while we were at Anime Expo and had just bought a life-size standee of her.
Oh. Okay, sorry, I'm just kind of absorbing that information. Okay, here we go. Red, can you pay me a little comm again? It's a $700 comm, but my shit card can't handle it in Blake.
This shit reminds me of like when you're on Twitter and you get the DM and it's like, hey, I've seen your model, it's nice, but I could do you a better one. Would you pay me $200? Like, do you think it'd be normal if your artist showed up in your DMs and it's like, hey buddy, you want to buy something from me? You want to get a commission? It's only, you know, $700. It's a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I also have to point out, if Nano does like one model a year, she's making well over living wage in Brazil. Why do you need money?
She does one model a year. She's making more money than what I need a year to survive in the States.
Yes. And it's like, what do you need money for? Like, how are you strapped for cash? Exactly. Because you're like top 1% in your country, even at this point, at the end of 2023. She's definitely not managing her money well. She's definitely spending it on, like, overseas shit, for sure. Redacted says, yes, as soon as Sinder wakes up. Today is our work day in the hotel. Lol, we bought you. We can just pay the invoice you sent.
No, I didn't know you guys weren't home. I can wait till it's good for you. Paying the comms for me would be better if possible. My issue is that my card can't handle the numbers. Sinder sent the pic to me. I was like, well, they got me taking some air into its grass, but I was outside because Sinder kidnapped me.
Yeah, we were like, we need to Nano home. Let's bid on her. Now we have to figure out how to ship you. And I think Sinder would be okay with it. We can just take it off our invoice later so it balances out. Gotta help Mama Nano when we can. So we skip ahead 10 days. So we're 7/16/2023 to 7/21/2023. I showed Nano that I included her eye symbol in my demon room after my debut, which is including in all of my major room backgrounds for years. Nano wasn't a tool for Red or I to use. She was someone we both cherished working with. She said she was planning to start on my winter design soon. I do have to say, because some people have already said this before, Nano, you are retarded. If you had like first off, somebody who is willing to do like exclusive work for you forever, And second off, you're sending them these fucking messages like, "Hey guys, I need money. You want to, like, send me like $700?" And they're just like, "Oh, sure, we'll do it." Like, you were solid.
You had what Leonardo da Vinci spent the first like 20-something years of his life trying to achieve. As to most artists, exclusivity is the end game. It's the end goal. It's the fucking dream job for an artist. So I don't know how you looked at all of this and went, yeah, I'd much rather not house this. Because, I mean, I don't see a lot of people, after all of this came out, doing business with you. Even Shyla the Ink Company, I can see avoiding business with you in the future because of how you've handled yourself here.
Also, chat, when it comes to AdvancdGG, my code is actually Puddle Energy. Which, this is the link for it.
That's an amazing code.
Yeah, I thought Puddle Energy worked well.
Puddle Energy.
So Sinder just starts the conversation with, "Not sure if you noticed," and she's pointing out, like, I guess the eye symbol on the top of this thing.
Yeah. Cinder, I didn't notice actually. You're so cute. Blushing Cato, I fell in love with the lore video, and there's a photo of that.
You're cute. I love including you in little pieces because you're a huge part of my journey. I also wanted to ask if you're still able to make a winter design and outfit on the base 2.0 model for the beginning of next year.
Of course, I was planning on working on this design soon. Actually, Red been telling me about it.
You guys are amazing.
Blushing Cato. Cute.
So they're pointing out the these are the eyeballs that she puts in her artwork.
Yeah.
Nano's eye symbol in my first room.
This isn't. I mean, look. This kind of like nod or homage to have that kind of like reference in somebody's stream assets that's an honor. You had what I would say is an actual friendship as close to online people can have, and you throw it away. That's pretty shitty.
Yeah. And then you see like Cinder pointing this other stuff out. Like, she's got like little references in the pictures to like all of her friends. Like, I have to be on the side that I thought she thought she was genuine friends with them. And I said this on Twitter because I put out the little message about like what we covered last time. But yeah, you can be fake friends with somebody and like get them cheap, stupid gifts or something to like fake show your friendship. But when you're at the point like Cinder was, where she's actually crafting them like cosplay props, like high quality cosplay props.
You guys into her fucking lore.
Yeah, you're in her lore, you're in her hobbies. Like, I feel like she thought you were friends, and like maybe she did get in her head a little bit with the competition stuff, but to me it felt like she considered you actual friends.
Yeah.
A nano symbol in my Heaven Hound room. And then not a room background, but Nana was asked to include her own standee of herself on my most recent starting screen that I had on my desk. So you have the little Nano standee up here.
Oh, that's cute.
7/18/2023 and 7/19/2023, Red messaged Nano about Silver, asking about a model right after my Demon model debuted. Master Redacted says, Silver Cup out this Friday, dead.
Well, post, yes, she told me, Pepe.
At least Cinders came out first, nodding Pepe.
Yes, and it's doing so well.
Did she have you make a second art piece recently for it?
Go bar rising fast.
Yeah, it is. We gonna get that flavor.
I think I made last month or even before that.
This is probably like a nodding emoji.
But man, Cinder's model, code, and a lot of attention. Blank and Blank messaged me for models.
Didn't she ask you for a new model yet since Cinder's debut? Oh, lol. And Red says, Nano mentioned to me that more people are contacting her for models because of Cinder.
Yes, she kind of did actually, but I'm kind of excited for Blank.
Me and Cinder were like, she probably already asked Nano. Are you planning to work on another model for her or just blank our new? I think she got upset about Cinder's figure stealing her figures, Thunder.
Dude, there's no way. I mean, Cinder been blasting. She just got it all, blessing Kato.
Cinder redacted says, wait, did you tell her? No.
Silver been kind of missing, I think. Not yet, actually. I know it's Cinder's enemy, but still my client. I'm sorry.
Redacted, it's okay.
But keep in mind that I love Cinder so much.
After I asked, Nano told me Silver already asked her for a model after Cinder's demon debut, which was 3 days before this. When I enthusiastically said, wait, did you tell her no about that model? Nano had the ability to tell me no. Silver was still her client, regardless of how I felt about it, which I accepted. That's just business. Her calling Silver Cinder's enemy at the time were her words, not mine, and not how we viewed Silvervale at this time, just someone treating her unfairly. On this case, I'm not going to let Red kind of like slide by with it. I kind of think you're both just being assholes here.
Let's be agree. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
You're both assholes. Fuck both you.
But keep in mind that I love Cinder so much.
Yeah. And also, Nano, stop telling people, like, your client's business. I would never choose you as an artist because I know you'd be telling everybody my shit.
Oh, Mao just raided. Welcome, Mao and Raiders.
Oh, hey, Mao. Mao, would you like to join?
Yeah, because I'm actually about to head out here.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ava's going to have to leave, so I have to get another discount woman on the stream.
Yeah.
I can't get Sinnoh on either because apparently she's having problems.
Oh, no.
Everybody has problems.
Everybody makes mistakes.
God, I forgot about that. Amal probably can't. She probably gotta go to bed.
Yeah, probably.
Outside of her art style, I can't see anyone wanting to work with Nano after this. She charges a shit ton and has shown to not respect business etiquette. Yeah, I don't know, because people will still probably do it.
I mean, yeah, but we've seen as much. We've seen people kind of sweep for Nanoless because they wanted a model from her at one point.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Was that Smuggalana?
I don't know who it was. I just know it happened.
Also, Mr. J, thank you for the 2. I don't care what anyone says. You're a cool dude in my book. Thank you.
I don't care what they say. Lately, no one is just saying.
Yeah, Azazel says Smuggalana as well. Yeah, somebody sent a clip where she was talking about all this. Thanks for the offer. I have to decline because I don't want to be involved with VTuber drama. You get involved with political drama. I don't think it's fair for you to...
Look,
that's so much worse.
Her drama to be palpable. She want if for her drama is you don't have the risk of being blown up by a terrorist, then you're not doing it right.
You want to do like a couple more of these, or?
Yeah, we'll do a couple more of this, and then I'll head out. But keep in mind that I love Sinder so much. Blessing Gato.
Is she rushing you for a birthday model again? I just wish she'd play nice man. Like, Cinder didn't copy you. Stop being like this.
Oh no, it's just a new model with one other constant at the contest outfits. Right? I don't see a point. Like, wow, Wolf Girl.
Please don't be bitch, Silver. So just...
Oh my god, Jesus.
So just Blank are the new babies right now.
Blank isn't confirmed yet, but Blank is.
Oh, okay. I thought Blank was working on her own new model.
She is, but seems to be too busy to keep on that.
Oh, I'm glad everyone's interested in working with you. You deserve the attention, and I hope your own VTubing is going good. Sinder still wants to collab.
I'm having existential crisis over VTuber.
You've been doing good though. What the hell?
I don't know, I just be like that.
How is your new design coming? Oh, and I guess we can start working on Cinder's winter design whenever you want. Make sure you save time for new Cinder stuff too, with blank and silver and everything else you do.
My new model going to be a bit slow. Not gonna lie. Also, don't worry, didn't confirm anything with silver yet.
I think Cinder and Silver will always be fighting for your work behind the scenes. What's up with your new model?
Oh, no big deal, just taking my time to work on it. Jen, I post 2.0 Cinder Art 2. I'm okay with the actual debut though.
I think it'd be better to...
I'm okay waiting the actual debut.
Yeah. It says, I think it'd be better to wait to post the 2.0 art, but you can post the demon artwork. Red says, me saying I think Cinder and Silver will always be fighting for your work behind the scenes is the first instance of me implying we would eventually be competing directly with anyone.
I don't know. I think you've been doing that for a while now, Redacted.
Yeah. He continues, I think it'd be better to wait to post... Oh, that's the one I just read.
No problemo. Is there a set date for 2.0?
We were going to do Cinder's birthday, but it's probably going to be early October. Just a lot we have to take care of before that debut.
Oh shit, hope it's nothing bad. Oh, I know. Cinder's a non-stop opportunity machine.
We have some problems going on and things we need to fix and just some drama getting to us, but yeah, it's non-stop crazy things.
Man, no more drama.
We have a little break with new things until the 2.0 debut, but still have to advertise gamer subs and the bikini figure until then. And then he quotes no more drama and says, yeah.
May I know what's up? Kinda like to gossip.
Now she's prodding for it.
There you go, my fucking god.
Please give me the deets. Pretty please.
I require the tea.
I wish to gossip.
I yearn for the gossip minds.
Drama with some friends when we were traveling, just people not acting very nice and being kind of two-faced, and now Silver stuff getting to us. We didn't plan for her things to be releasing so close to ours. It says, Nano, may I know what's up? Kind of like to gossip. Nano's always been open to talking about drama and gossip with me. Yes, she is, but that just makes you both bad, because you're not being professional.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Be professional, God.
I mean, again, the point of these screenshots is to show that, look, like, yeah, I wasn't being professional, but it wasn't a one-way street, right? Like, I have far less of an opinion of Nanoless than when she released her doc 5 months ago.
Yeah. And then we're right here with the Kirby, I guess.
I'll slap you about Silver Staff.
The sweating emoji, it's whatever, I guess.
Forget about her, I swear.
Yeah.
And then whatever the fuck that is.
And then he replies with a waffle. And then the old lady from SpongeBob.
Oh my god, chocolate. I remember when they first invented chocolate.
I always hated it.
Yeah, I was looking at I was looking at numbers yesterday. Cinder already has the same view numbers as Silver now. Cinder's supremacy.
Almost as many, but it's not really that, I think.
Like, really close.
I think it's more like wanting her to recognize Cinder, even though it literally doesn't matter. I feel like there's this unspoken competition between them, like they need to one-up each other because Silver can't get along. But I also understand her point of view. A new VTuber who people say looks and sounds and acts like you becomes just as successful as you in a year. If she did recognize Cinder as an equal or a friend, then it would be like she's... Oh, he continues it down here. It'd be like she's endorsing her copy, or like I've seen some people say, her quote replacement. They share a lot of the same audience too. and red adds in the middle. Again, I mentioned competition with Silver because of the fact she couldn't get along, leading to my thoughts about her being competition down the road, but I was sympathetic to Silver's point of view.
No, you weren't.
Yeah. So we had to fight for their wallets with our cups and figures. Lol, we did undercut Silver's figure though.
I mean, I think Sinder is winning considering her goal for the cosplay.
True.
That was insane.
Like at the end of the day, it isn't about how much we make compared to her. We just want her to recognize, hey, Cinder's a big VTuber too. She got there on her own merits, just like you did. Get along, and the marketing potential and money they could make if they teamed up. I just know anything we do, she's watching and will take form or try to outdo. OMG, you know the spinning figure we have on stream. Silver's figure was announced on Wednesday, no spinning figure. Sinder debut Saturday, everyone hears about it. Figure announced. Spinning figure on screen with exclamation point figure right next to it. Silver stream yesterday, first stream since Sinder debut. Guess what? Spinning figure. From Red, I said we were fighting for Sinder and Silver's shared audience's wallets with our cups and figures because Cinder's and Silver's first waifu cups dropped a week apart and their scale figures a month apart on 7/15 and 8/12. We undercut, quote, Silver's figure by having an earlier release date than her to avoid Sinder being accused of copying her again. We wanted Silver to at least be on good terms with Sinder. Anyone could see the potential success they'd have working together, including the money they could make.
But I mean, here's a little point before I leave. You're using terms like undercut. Why in the world would Silver want to be friendly with you guys?
Yeah. No, I agree, but from what we've seen, Silver kind of started not being friendly at the beginning.
I get it. I think
they're both
not
petty.
doing himself any favors in repairing the bath. Like he keeps, oh my god, they could make so much money if they work together. Well, you're not really helping that happen, are you? By talking mad shit to artists about other clients.
Yeah. Yeah, chat, because I guess some people didn't see it.
Thank you very much for having me last hour.
Yeah, no,
I will continue watching in the background, but sadly I have to go.
Have fun doing your thing.
By the way, congratulations early on 2.5 thousand subscribers. You're like 200 away.
Oh, sweet. We're almost
less
there.
Than 100, actually.
Making progress.
Good night.
Night, Ava. We'll see ya. I will be continuing, though, chat. So I guess because somebody mentioned it in chat, so maybe you just haven't seen it. So what started the Silver Cinder rivalry was covered in last stream, but Cinder posted artwork that she made herself of her and Silvervale, and she put a hashtag on it that was called Cindervale. It was hashtag Cindervale, and for some reason, supposedly this hashtag upset Silvervale, and Silvervale sent them a DM and said, I do not like that hashtag, I want you to remove it. Which with Twitter, after like an hour has passed, you can no longer edit your tweet, so the only way to edit that is to just delete the post and repost it. And that's kind of where the feeling that Silver had an issue with Cinder started. It also allegedly convinced Cinder to not make artwork of herself with other creators because she assumed most people would have a similar reaction that Silvervale had. So she just decided, no, I'm not going to do that anymore. And she mentioned that she had multiple ideas lined up. That's technically alleged, because we're just kind of going on her saying that, yes, she did have these ideas lined up. But I kind of believe it, because it would be weird, even if you're a clout chaser, right? And you're just doing it for the clout, it's weird that you only do it one time and then never again. Because if it was just about the clout, you would just keep doing it anyways until it worked. But that's whatever, I guess. So we are at 7:20:23. Red complimented Nano's work she did for Silver and told her I wanted Nano everything. Redacted says, she's got the personality, I run the brand. Branding is important. Oh, and you did a good job with Silver's art? Nanoless says she's lucky to have you. Every now and then I check on blank and she's always dying. I really wonder who this blank is. I could probably line it up with who Nano was making models for at the time. But Nano, like, kind of talks about this person like they're dumb and they can't get anything right. Redacted says she's lucky to have you. Nano replies, because she doesn't have a dude like you. I forgot the name. I hope I can make color cups for Sinder one day. They did take a long time to render the art, though. Redacted says, from what I remember, I don't think GamerSupps is too happy doing the full art cup, but if it sells well, they'll absolutely do more. Sinder literally wants Nano everything. Clone yourself so we can have a Nano. Nanoless says, adopt me. Redacted says, did she ask you about illustrating a dojin? We were in talks with some people and we brought your name up, so we'll see what happens. Nano says she did mention it. If this ever happens, let me know, like ASAP, so I won't die doing it. But having another artist is fine. I know she'll pick a good one. Red says, I will. Maybe just for the cover, easier on you, I don't know. Nano says, yes, can be a bit too. Red says, but we start working on anything when you have time to go. Nano says, I can start design Winter Cinder. Is there any base ideas? Redacted says we can send you some ideas in the server soon. Nano says sure, and Redacted says I love Nano. We'll get to it eventually, but if I remember right, the winter model never happened. It was something Nano eventually just dropped and was like, yeah, we're just not going to do that anymore, because I don't have like time or the mental capacity to do it. Can't believe Sinder went to Silver's mom about a project Silver didn't want to do. What are you talking about? The context of the Cinder Veil thing was Silver's mom like retweeted it and then unretweeted it. The winter model, Cinder has it. No, Cinder still got a winter model. But if I recall correctly, Nano ended up the one not being the one to do it. Or she didn't do all of it. Because she canceled a bunch of shit. But we'll get there eventually. 8/10/2023. Red discussed plans with Nano that she was interested in doing and gave her priority before bringing plans to any other artist. We ultimately decided to wait until Nano was ready to make my winter outfit like had been discussed with her all year. The blank message shown below was an animated emote on a frame that didn't show anything. Redacted says Nano. Nanoless says Red. Redacted says, sorry, I know you're streaming. We were going to apply to get the winter outfit designed by blank. That way you don't have as much on your plate right now if you're doing a lot. If it's accepted, we were thinking about doing a comfy gamer girl pajama outfit design that we can work with you on. Although we have a few more ideas we could do too. If it's not accepted, we can just work on the winter outfit like we were going to do anyways. I just wanted to let you know since you were interested. She said, it's okay, don't worry. Blank does some great designs. Redacted says, you do great designs too. Nano says, I'm fine working on the comfy gamers instead though. Redacted says, but if you're really excited to design the winter one, you can do it. We just didn't want to overwhelm you with stuff. I know you're taking on a lot of work lately. I applied for them to design my character, so we figured while they're open, we should apply for them to do something for Cinder. Nano says, yes, Wafo? I don't know what that means. I mean, I am excited, but blank will deliver the goodies for sure. Redacted replies, oh, if you have any ideas for Cinder's outfits you think would be cool to make, because the winter ice and comfy gamer, we're thinking of Pirate, Rockstar, Heaven Hound, Ghost, and bringing the bikini to the 2.0 model. Are any of these more exciting to you than Ice? Because we can give blank one of these and you do Ice. I talked to Sinder and we want to give you priority with whatever you want to work on. Nanoless says, I think the seasonal should come first so she can have a fit for all year. This is an unrelated... There's an unrelated conversation between these messages, okay. I'll hold a bit on the winter Cinder a bit, since we will wait for blank. Redacted says for what? Nanoless says he wasn't going to make the winter fit, question mark. Redacted says we didn't apply for it, so you can do it. That's why I said if there's any other outfits in that list you'd want to do, then tell me so we can have him make something else. Nanoless says, go apply. I thought you already did. Redacted says, no, you're Pico Loco. No dummy. I was talking to Nanoless. And Nanoless says, oh, okay, I'm working on it anyways, but still feel free to have blank work on anything. I don't mind. I'm just one little guy anyways. Redacted says, I think he'll do a good job with it. There's a lot of junk going on here. Notably, both Tricky and Vienna are in Cinder's Discord still, so I think their relationship is possible to heal. Yeah, it depends. What was interesting, and this will come later, so I'm sorry if I'm spoiling it for anybody. But only one of Cinder's friend group actually messaged her back when all of this happened. Everybody else just straight dumped her and walked away. I think Cinder said she would apologize individually to everyone, so I guess some things could get settled behind the scenes within the next weeks. I don't know. Cinder had towards the end of the document, she has some pretty harsh words for everybody. So I think any apology she makes, it's expected that they apologize back. Guarantee you it was J-Wall or Vienna. If it's anybody, I kind of hope it's Vienna more than anyone. I'm not a huge fan of J-Wall. Baked Buddhist for 10, lurking and sipping this tea. Thank you, thank you. It's always appreciative to have you guys hanging around. Also, chat, I might have another person come in a hot minute. We'll see. Oh god, Lumi is sending me pony art. So now we're at 8/29/2023. We're in August. Almost 3 weeks later, Red checked with Nano on my winter outfit since she was working on a new model, but assured her it was okay that she hadn't started yet. Says, hey Nano, I want to check with you on Cinder stuff since you're also doing a model now. Nano said, sorry I didn't start yet. That's why I told you it's okay to have it with blank. I'll see if I can get the first sketches this week. Says if you don't have time right now, don't worry about getting to it yet. We haven't started anything with blank, and we are waiting for him to be done with other things too, so maybe whoever's ready first. This is really dumb on Nano's part. Like, extremely, extremely annoying, where she just can't give, like, a committal answer. She really wants to have all these projects available to her to use them to make money, but she doesn't want to commit to having any of them, like, actually on her plate. And it's causing so many issues. Like, holy shit. So we skip ahead about a month. So now we're 9/22/2023. About a month later, Nano asked Red for us to find someone else to do my winter model art due to her workload. I told you guys, I remembered it right. The winter artwork got canceled from Nano. Red offered to push the model art back since we had no one else in mind to do it. We wanted to prioritize model work for Nano over the gamer subs artwork Red asked her about. Nano did the artwork in October. Started my winter model in November. Nano, do you still want to do Cinder's Gamer Subs flavor art? Even voicing the jumbled letters together, putting a smile on my face. Fair. Nanoless says, yeah. Redacted says they want to make a group chat with us and start it soon, so it's ready to go, and then they want to start on a second cup idea. Nano says, oh nice, I do need some info on that. By the way, I want to ask you something. Nano says, do you guys mind to calm someone else for the winter outfit? I mean for the model art. If you guys prefer having me do it, it's fine too. Redacted says, not the design. I can talk to Sinder about it. We can't make you work on it if you don't want to. Nano says, oh no, it's not like I don't want to. It would just ease my work a little bit. That's why I don't mind doing it if she prefers me. Redacted says, I don't think we have anyone else to do it, but if we need to push it back further for you, that's okay. Nano says, I can make this work out. Nano, if you think you're taking on too much, we can give you the new Gamer Subs projects to someone else. And Nanoless says, no, I want to make the tub art. Redacted says, okay, you can, I just don't want you to overload yourself with projects. I know it's probably hard to turn down working on everything you get approached about. This is becoming like a serious issue with Nano that is obviously going to cause issues for her clients. Because this isn't just like a casual art piece, right? This is not like something I would get where I'm like, oh, I just kind of want to get some art, guys. Let me go grab it. And I can tell the artist I don't have like a deadline. This is stuff for merchandise that is with a major company that needs to be like done on time. These things have time frames. It needs to be finished. And then the other one is a seasonal outfit. And they're getting really, really close to the season it's supposed to be used for. And she's just like not even starting. I heard Nanos admitted that she was lying. Does anyone know if that's true? Nanoless made a reply, and she doesn't say she's lying, but she basically admits she was lying. And then she follows it up with, it doesn't really matter, because I was trying to show the document to show people about the blacklisting, so all the other stuff doesn't really matter. We skip ahead a couple of weeks. Says, I messaged Nano about my projects and tried to make them easier for her to do. Now we're swapping back to Sinder. Hi Nano, I haven't heard from you in a bit, and I wanted to see if you still wanted to work on my winter design, Gamer Subs flavor art, and next cup artwork. If you have too much on your plate, I can always find someone else to do them. I just need to know soon, because I really want to get these done as soon as I can. Nano says, I really wanted to work on the flavor art, though. I wanted to work on all of it, not gonna lie. I can do the Gamer Sub stuff if we can have the winter outfit for someone else. This would kill me with an artist. Like, she's just so non-committal about everything. Like, look, if you can't do it, tell me you can't do it. Like, oh, bro. I like what you have for the winter design so far, so I wouldn't want someone else to change it and finish it for you. I just haven't had any updates from you in a while, so I wasn't sure if you still wanted to work on it. I can have Red send you his ideas for the flavor art, though, if you want to start that. I think he said he had something in mind already, but I'd want to get both of these done ASAP. Nanoless replies, sorry, wasn't home in the past few days. Honestly, my biggest issue with the winter fit is if you'll want all arm toggles to work with it. Sinder says, I think I have 6 right now. Would I have to get rid of some? Question mark. Nanoless says, yes, especially because there's the coat and no coat would be 12 arms. Says, what if we get rid of the crossed arms, arms on hips, and hands on face toggles with the coat on? That would bring it down to 9 arms. Nanoless says, I would appreciate it. Sinder says, if that works for you, it works for me. Like, they're already cutting down, like, what they're actually doing. Heavily. Ugh. Sinder says, if that works for you, it works for me. I'll finish. Nano replies, I'll finish my current model and work on your stuff right after. Sinder says, sounds good. Nanoless says a day later, finished my current work, will be starting yours next week. I'll be away this weekend. By the way, any of these works can be streamed? Question mark. Sinder says, okay, thank you, Nano. I'd rather you not stream the winter outfit, but you can stream the gamer subs art as long as it doesn't say gamer subs anywhere and you don't say what exactly it's for. That's true. Cinder's felt like a rush job. Nano feels like a shrug, and here's something. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, we're getting really close to the time that this gets released, and it feels like Nano did it very quickly. So we are now another month in. We are in proper winter time for like Americans. I would say November is, it's not the start of winter. You're already in winter, but I guess some people would argue it's like the start of winter. We are halfway through November, still not done with the winter outfit. Still not done. Not even started. So Red asked Nano about her current projects. We were thinking about model plans with another artist this time because of Nano's busy schedule lately, although nothing ended up coming of it. This is when Red allegedly manipulated Nano and forced her to cancel Silverveil's model. So Red says, hey Nano, do you have a lot of models lined up still? Nano lists quite a few. Is it for the project? Also need feedback on the outfit changes, so I might change the toggles too. Redacted says, no, not the project. I was just wondering if you were working on blank and silver, and blank said you would be working with blank soon. I'll go get the feedback now. Nano says it's pretty much like this for now. Redacted says, oof. My oof reaction in the screenshot was due to the number of projects she had on her to-do list, not about who it was on. This was the first time I'd seen Nano would be working with Bao on a model. This is pretty much one comm every month, which means I can always put Cinder stuff in between. Easy. Redacted says, okay, do you know what kind of model Bao wanted from you yet? Like, is it a normal whale or is there a theme? And I thought you were talking to blank about a model. Nanola says she wants to be a big mommy Bao, like blank. Redacted says, I was about to say, not the Bowberry. Also, hi Galileo, what's up? So, like a lore outfit. Nanoless says, Blank's model is done for a while too. Redacted says, oh, I mean, maybe it's a good thing we ended up reaching out to another artist about a model with how many you'll be doing. Nanoless says, starting the rigging. Red, I was asking questions about Bao's designs here to find out if it would be compatible with Boss Rush's theme, like a lore outfit. Boss Rush was only an idea between me and Cinder at the time, but we knew that the concept would be eventually, just not who would be included. Red comes off as too eager to push his girl to the top no matter what, which is sweet for a boyfriend, but also why he shouldn't be his manager. It's why he shouldn't be a manager in this space. However, if he could do this like quietly behind the scenes, this is still kind of what a manager does for you. It's just they don't publicly say that's what they're doing. Like, and people can, I guess, kind of be upset with that. All like kind of whatever, how you feel about that. But no, your manager is going to be doing like sketchy shit behind the scenes to try and push you above everyone else. If they're good at their job, but it's just nobody will ever hear about it. It'll be completely secret the whole way through. 'Tis just life, unfortunately. Redacted says, who's rigging? Nanoless says it's gonna be blank. Redacted says, nice. Oh, blank. Nanoless says, oh, blank is really good. Redacted replies, don't feel super great about going with someone other than you, but I don't know. It feels like an arms race sometimes with new models and more people wanting to be the best mama nano babies. Nanoless says, oh, don't worry about that. I'm sure Blank's model will be even better, to be honest. His art is really clean and yummy. Redacted says, we'll have to see. Nano says, like I said before, I feel like my models are too overrated. There's so many goods out there. Red says, we were very loyal to Nano when it came to our models. This was during a time where there were significant upgrades in the overall model art and rigging quality in the VTuber sphere, and more people were going to Nano for models, taking up more of her time. Hi, Atari.
No, hi, y'all. Alright, so, how far have you gotten?
We are at 74 of 222.
Oh, so where did Ava go?
Ava had to leave.
Oh yeah, and what was it? I just came from Aqua's stream and they wanted me to ask if it's true for you, and that was, what's it? I'm not gay, Mama can't be gay, but that angel boy looks very fuckable. This is true.
What? I don't understand the question.
Don't worry about it. What do you? Don't worry about it. I can ask you more off stream. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyways, chat, Atari will now be reading Nanoless's part.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
I see. It's the same ruling that Aqua had. I see how it is.
Well, no, we just, you read one person and I'll read the other person. That way I don't have to constantly be like, Nanoless said, Red said, Nanoless said.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fucking frustrating after a while.
Mm-hmm.
However, the screen is very tiny, so I think I'm gonna pick it up on my own.
You can do that. On page 74 on the Nanoless section.
Oh my god, okay.
What?
Still, you gone through quite a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Well, my hope is to finish the Nanoless section and then we'll call stream there.
Okay. Oh, that's gonna be a long time until then.
Maybe.
Luckily, I did save it. There it is. Over to response.
Could be right here where Nanoless says, like I said before, I feel my models are too overrated.
Okay, what is it? How many pages do you have?
74.
I'm 226. 74.
Well, I have 222.
22. Okay, 70. I should have 73 though. I'm just gonna double check with yours.
Red made the mistake of thinking he and Nano were friends. I think Sinder and them in general made the mistake of that.
Oh, I found it. So, like I said before, I feel like my models are too overrated. There are so many good ones out there.
Nano, you're like the most desirable model artist out there. Look who's trying to commission you.
It's like big brands. It's just a name.
Not to discredit any of the work, because everything you work on is top of the line incredible, but when everyone's a Nano baby, it feels less special to be one, if that makes sense. Kind of been getting the same feeling from gamer subs lately too.
Just another one.
I think it's just a difficult situation with everything we have ideas for.
Dead frog.
Our original plan was to work with you on a bunch of 2.0 outfits this year, but because of GamerSup's projects, the possible game project, your schedule, maybe a blank model, I'm not sure what we're doing now, to be honest. I need like a week of nothing happens anywhere to catch up and organize things. Of course, we can still do outfits if you have the time in between. It's not like we don't want to work with you. Heart emoji. I have to, like, I guess, call this out, because this was a huge part of the original Nano document, was the Red saying this thing in here.
Yeah.
When everyone's a Nano baby, it feels less special to be one. This was like cropped out with literally nothing around it. Like, all we saw was this one singular message, and we had no idea what anybody was saying around it. And it just kind of was like, yeah, maybe I could see what Red's saying, but that sounds like kind of a dickish thing to say. With all the other context around it, this is just a throwaway statement. It means nothing. I can see why they completely clipped all of this out.
Yeah, like, I hate people who say, well, why do you post so many? Why did Sinder post? She doesn't need to post so many things or make it so long. Yes, she needed to have context for everything they mention in every other Google Doc, or anything they mention off the Google Doc, or anywhere else, or in between. And this is just to give the context so you know how it all started up, or how they started talking about this. Because,
yeah,
like, yeah, and because clearly they cut it out for a reason, and well, here it is. Because I don't know. I don't see usually any problem with this kind of people talk like this anyway.
Yep.
But I don't know.
And Red says the first time I said anything about Nano's model being less special if everyone had one, this was about supply and demand and perceived value of Nano's models if they weren't as scarce, like I said above. This is not to discredit the quality of her work or her talent as an artist. I understand he feels the need to say this because people made this like a big point on the original thing. Those people are retarded. Like it was very obvious. It was like a supply and demand thing. Like
yeah, because it's kind of with Suika model. You know, Suika model looks good, but if everyone has one, it kind of
it's very generic.
Like, it doesn't look as special. Yeah, it kind of becomes the whole thing with like the Incredibles that was as well. If everyone's super relevant, nobody eventually is.
Yeah, like imagine if every single VTuber in the space all had a model done by the exact same artist in the exact same style. Nobody really looks that unique because people would be like, I've seen that face before. Like the model's a little different, but I've seen that face before.
Yeah, it's kind of because you want something that's very much personalized, and I feel like the less it gets less personalized, the more the art style is a big component to it. They kind of can emphasize your personality a lot more depending on. And you kind of lose that after a while. So, but yeah. All right. So Pepper Frog look. I can understand if you want to go for a more blank stuff, considering he might be cheaper too. In quotations, I'm pretty sure my work is expensive right now. Also, can you ask other artists to make outfits for the model if my schedule is too concern? Is your concern? And what is that?
No idea on that one. It says, no, cost isn't a factor. We work with who we work with because we like them and we like their work. That's why we keep working with you.
Catgirl blushing.
After the winter outfit, we were thinking Pirate Summer, maybe bring the bikini back, Ghost Halloween, and Angel for Christmas. But IDK where a possible blank model would go because I wouldn't consider that 3.0. It would be like a spinoff.
Birthday, maybe? Question mark. What kind of design would it be? Question mark.
Thinking about something comfy, gamer, alt girl, possibly with arcade skin like toggles.
Wait, could it be Tashi? Pepper looking down.
I don't know what Tashi is.
Me neither.
We had the idea, but we think it'd be best to invest in Sinder models and keep Tashi as a toggle, since Tashi is like only for longtime fans and not really part of the main brand.
Oh, I see.
Would it be weird to go full Tashi mode on Twitch TV /Sinder because it's not Sinder, lol.
I talk about Tashi actually was. Yeah, I guess. You're trying.
Yeah. Also, potentially phasing out Tashi within the next year, but we'll see. It's on life support, to be honest. But yeah, Blank would do something like e-girl gamer /arcade skin. Blank is supposed to design an angel outfit at some point, and Cinder really wants a pirate outfit. And I think a ghost outfit would go hard with the fire theming, but planning all this next year will be a nightmare with any other projects. Gotta do what you gotta do to stay relevant.
Tweaking out. People say whatever they say, but Blank raised the line too much. Cat crying.
I still think you should do a 3.0 towards next fall winter for 2025. Yep, now it's expected. And chat says, hearing it back now for like the 7th time, with Cinder Red planning to have like 8 models done in 1 year. Pretty much, yeah. Like, a lot of the people on the higher up spend a lot of money on art. Like a lot of money on art. That said, I definitely think a lot of them should have gone with cheaper artists and like brought the prices back down for themselves. Just think about like with how much money they were paying Nano, they could have spent that same amount of money and gotten high quality models of all of these models they wanted. And not spent like all of that on just individual models.
Yeah, and the model artist in question, Nanoless, is she clearly can't have enough time to work on your stuff, so you have to wait quite a long grace period.
Also, chat says Tashi was Cinder's first model. So fair.
All right. Oh yeah, I remember now.
Red says, gotta do what you gotta do to stay relevant or staying competitive in the VTuber space in a general.
Let's see. Hey, yo.
Just an idea if we want it ready for late spring, early summer 2025.
Would be an honor to keep being Cinder's mama. Pepe Cry.
2.0 outfits and maybe blank will ride out next year, but there needs to be a plan after that. And you're only going to keep getting better at models, and we love you. It just sucks everyone wants a nano model. I mean, it's good.
1 second. Just trying to resize it so it all becomes much bigger on my screen.
Fair.
And I mean, lost where we were. Fuck. Oh god, I scrolled way too far. Here we go. So, what was the last thing you read?
I mean, it's good. Though in big bold letters.
It's good. For real. Pepe Cry.
Because you make a lot of money and you gotta eat, lol, but sucks because it's not as special.
I'm actually hard grinding because next year I might get my own house. Pepe, excited, blush.
Screaming faces, housewarming party, win.
LMAO. Well, definitely do for my for what the BR friends.
Brazilian.
Getting more settled Brazilian friends.
Yeah, Nanoless is Brazilian.
Yeah. I might try to travel a bit and do more cool stuff. And emotes. Also, since I'm booked until June so far, let me know whenever it's possible to confirm this new model. So I'll stop with the models a bit for real.
Which new model? Like the outfits or 3.0?
3.0, 2025.
Oh, okay. I'll have to talk to Sinder and talk to Blank again.
Excited cat, of course. Like I said, would be an honor to keep being Cinder's mama, but if she wants to go for Blank, it is what it is. Won't take it personally or anything. Pepe happy.
Do you think you would still be available for art from now until June, or are you focusing on the models only?
I can do art for sure.
Okay, besides gamer subs, I think there might be one big art project we have in mind, but need to talk to some people first. And of course the game you probably wouldn't be able to contribute. And of course the game, but you wouldn't be able to contribute much with how much you needed for each artist. IDK what the plan is with that yet. And I mean, there's always the Cinder Dojin idea too. And then back up here really quick. Nano said it's been an honor to keep making Cinder's models, but she chose to work with someone else and said it is what it is, almost like it was just business. This is them just being kind of petty, but that was a huge target at Cinder, was people saying, oh, she thinks it's just business. Which, yeah, everybody involved in this thinks it's just business, but for some reason it's bad for Cinder to do business and nobody else.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Cinder's the only one who has been vented out her DMs in this way. And you don't see it with anyone else. You don't see Nanoless DMs with someone else, of course.
Apparently the game they're talking about is finished. I don't know, was it finished or is it in early access? I saw she posted about it, and then she had people ripping on her.
Wow. Oh yeah, wait, was this the game made by the fake...
It's made by Nanoless. Or she did the art for it. I don't know if she, what else she did for it. But she, retweeted, and she's like, I made the art for this game. And then everybody's ripping on her. Which,
oh, God.
Yeah, they're gonna. And I said this on Akko's tweet, because Akko tweeted it out. But, yes, life does need to move on. And, you have this as a business, right? Your business needs to move on. However, while this is still active and fresh in people's minds, any of your business stuff that you tweet about is going to get ratioed. because people feel like you're still in the midst of a controversy and you're ignoring it. And this,
Yeah, like
this is why
happens
some
with games all the
businesses will,
time
like,
normally.
yeah. Well, this is why like some actual big businesses, when some shit hits the fan, will like delay advertising campaigns until it like calms down a little bit. Because you don't want, when you're in a controversy like this, you don't want your business's name involved like in the public eye at all.
You know, when people use business instead for another term for business is just professional.
Yeah.
I think people forgets that. Nanoless replies with Pepe emote that looks almost a little poggy. Dude, being so close to Sinder's plans makes me kind of scared of being a content creator. Like, not just art, you know? I don't have the energy. LMAO.
It's 24/7. I don't have energy anymore. I'd love to see you do more content creator stuff, but beware, it might be easier to stay in the art world.
Right. I'm kind of happy with a small fan base, with my small fan base, sorry. I don't feel too pressured, and I just do whatever I like to do.
You're making like $10,000 a model.
Yeah, like, it's not a whole lot of pressure. It's kind of like what do people say? You kind of have, for any layman who looking into this, you kind of have was a very not professional job, but was a very luxurious job for any layman.
Well, like
and she get luxurious pay.
A lot of people are comparing how much she would have been making to like how much an average VTuber artist would have been making. And they're like, oh, come on, guys. She's only making like a couple $1,000s a year. Let up on her. And it's like, no, she's making 5 digits individual model.
Yeah. But like, I would say, I would honestly believe that her spending might be a lot higher.
Yeah, but she's in a country where like the money goes much further. So it's...
Yeah, but here's the thing: shipping to her country is one of the most expensive like in the world. I think it's her continent.
I mean, it's right below America.
Surprised me if she buying a lot of. It wouldn't surprise me if she bought a whole lot of stuff, and she's very like if it's that bad as people try to make it. Oh, she doesn't have money to do this thing, so is she struggling? Like, she obviously is an overspender in that case, because she has. If she was good with spending, she wouldn't have any issues at all for like the next 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I could almost live for the entire year off making 2 Nanoless models.
Okay.
Like taxes, insurance, everything, and probably still have extra money left over. In America.
Like to make... To have a lot of money means you have to spend it wisely. Like, you should, like, because you can survive best without paying for a lot of more expensive, luxurious things around you. That's why they call luxuries and not necessities.
Yep. Redacted says, I don't mind telling you because we trust you and like including you in our projects, and we take pride in calling you her artist. This is a big thing too. There's a lot of pressure of constantly doing more and new and exciting things as you get bigger, and we had to learn that fast. Red adds extra context. To be clear, my comment above saying we take pride in calling you her artist was not about owning Nano or keeping her from working with anyone else. It was because Nano's art and style had become synonymous with Sinder and her brand. And she was the artist we personally prioritized and supported over all others. I also mentioned to Nano the pressure Sinder and I felt even back then to constantly do more new and exciting things, which led to how unhealthy our work-life balance eventually became.
I want to point out that Nanoless, from any other Norman as well who looked into getting artwork, is a very luxurious person to get art from by this time.
Yes.
It's like almost exclusive by the price itself. So yeah, they didn't mention it, but I'm pretty sure everyone should think that or have that back in the mind of their heads. Because you don't have money for this shit. There's only the high-end earners on YouTube who have it.
Yep.
Crying emoji Pepe. Dude, you make me rethink about my current wish list. A wait list for a cat crying.
Why? You gotta buy a house. You and your husband need a house.
I don't know. Sinder is just the best bebe I got, to be honest.
Buy a house. Nano, buy a house.
Let's see. We're not living in the road. Don't worry.
Nano, how do you work in the jungles of Brazil?
Here, we need to make a kappa. Wait. Capybara crocodile energy trap to run the PC, dude.
Is your Wi-Fi router a coconut? Is the bird from Rio there?
With hedgehog psyches. Really? Is that what it says?
The spikes.
Spikies. They do this dancing session every day, and it's so loud.
Do you know what a capybara is?
No.
They're basically like a giant furry rodent that almost look like a miniature cow, like a itty bitty little cow. The size. They're technically a rodent, but they kind of look like a very miniature cow that's like the size of a very very small dog. And
what the hell?
They're kind of well known among people for being kind of derpy, because they originally lived in an area where they had literally zero predators at all. So they are exceptionally stupid creatures, and they will go hang out with like there's pictures of capybaras sitting in the middle of crowds of like dangerous predators, and some of the predators are just like,
This is what I thought about fucking messed up looking like beavers of some kind.
That's a fair way to describe them too. But basically because they grew up because they went through evolution without having any natural predators because of where they came from, they basically see nothing as a threat, no matter how like actually threatening it is.
And people say knowledge cannot be genetic.
Yeah, like the concept of a threat basically doesn't exist to them, evolutionarily.
Oh god damn it!
So they're like, you'll see them hanging out on top of crocodiles and like just walking up to regular humans because they don't know the concept of a threat. Everything around them is just friend.
Everything around them is just another capybara.
So just by talking about our plans to Nano, she said I was making her rethink her current waitlist, calling Sinder the best baby I got. Above, Red said to Nano, you and your husband need a house. Before I'm accused of not censoring that personal information and outing her, it's public on Nano's Twitter profile that Mio is her husband. He is also her manager. And she's just like highlighting that on her profile. And then he sends a picture of the bird from Rio.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
But I mean, if you want to clear up your schedule for more work with us, I'm not going to stop you.
Yeah, thinking on cleaning the most later ones.
I don't know for sure right now, but I think you maybe should keep Bow, Big Maybe, and that's all I'll say.
Oh yeah, I really want to work with Bow.
Are you designing bows? This is another thing that this part here was clipped out without any of the other context around it. So with this, it's not he's telling her to cancel stuff and then saying maybe keep Bow. She's saying she wants to cancel stuff, and he's saying, well, you should at least keep Bow.
Yeah, like...
That completely changes the context to the opposite.
Yeah, but here's the thing, you know, this document was clearly, it came out 5 months after the fact. They, you know, she shouldn't have showed this document, to be fair. She, you know, argument disproved.
Yeah.
That's literally, I've seen people say that on me to VC. Like, I don't know. And then once people point this out, they say, oh, but I don't really care. Like, it goes to immediate, I don't give a fuck. It's like the levels of grief, or like what is it? Denial, then resent, or what is it?
Yep.
I don't know. That's what they're going through.
After Nano said she was rethinking her waitlist, I said I won't stop her if she wanted to make more time for us. She responded saying she was thinking about getting rid of the later ones. I thought Nano should keep Bao on her list because she was Cinder's friend, but I didn't want to take a solid stance on it. If Nano was thinking about removing it herself, Nano said here she really wanted to work with Bao. So it's this one now.
Are you designing Bao's? Is the one?
Under it.
Oh, not sure. We didn't get into specifics yet since it's planned for June. I've been looking down.
So
God, I
what
hate
on that
the
list can
emotes.
you get rid of?
Might I have a link? Wait, might have it like this. Might have it like this. Okay, waitlist, blank, mod, start
Well,
February.
From what I can tell, the ones that were removed were on the waitlist side. Was one for Silvervale, and there was one for Cottontail. And I think those are the only two she removed.
Yeah, because I feel like the top one is silver and the bottom one's Cottontail.
No, she showed this exact same page earlier. And it had Silvervale and Cottontail on it, uncensored. So she's showing Red, like, this is what I might change it to.
Blank are people I promised a model, so I can't cancel. I'll just tell them my manager told me to get rid of some comms because I'm dying, so Mio gets the fault.
That's just cringe too. Like, she can't even just own up to them and be like, hey, I'm canceling. Like, I'm gonna blame my husband for it.
Yeah, because her husband has no social media link, and you know, when you call up a company and say, hey, you're fucking late, or the bus is late, but you can't tell the bus driver that. So the bus driver just tells you, oh, you can call our services here. So to just deflect blame, or like you remove blame quite quickly.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna come at him quite hard either, you know.
So you just scrapped Silvervale. I talked to Sinder just now about this, and she said she absolutely would love to work with you more to help pay for your house.
I mean,
didn't you already start Silver on your stream though?
Yeah, but I'll cancel it anyway. Kind of feeling more light, and I didn't even send the message yet.
Ruthless. I mean, regardless of how I feel about it, you should do what's best for yourself. We definitely want to calm you more for your art. You can do on stream too, like just not NDA models, lol. I think we have a plan for how we can work with both you and blank models too, and the 3D model we're getting. And Red says, I didn't ask Nano to cancel anyone's models. She chose to cancel Cotton and Silvervale's models herself. Even though I was biased about Silvervale, I had nothing against Cotton back then and didn't even say anything once to Nano about it. Yet she chose to cancel her model too. She said she was feeling more light, implying that she really was dying with her commissions. I told her she should do what's best for herself. After Nano first showed me her new waitlist, I told Cinder she canceled Silvervale's model. She was trying to buy a house and that we could give her more work to help her. She was excited to do as much as we could for Nano. Nano told me about Silver's model in July, but it was only canceled here in November. If I was the one who had Silver's model cancel, why did I tell her it was okay, then wait 4 months to, quote, force and manipulate Nano to cancel it? Why would Nano have been able to tell me no in July about Silvervale and then never again, or about anyone else?
It's disgusting deflection.
Well, this is also why I think Red probably just shouldn't have been involved in this, because he comes off as way too defensive.
The thing with Red, I feel like when you get this kind of thing, it's just when you get like this kind of stuff here, he's being way too friendly with someone who's a business partner. But honestly, he should have just been blank, just deadpanned. Yeah. He should have taken a bit more from you. Whenever I send you stuff, you just have a one letter reply when it's just about something else that's not important.
I don't think I'm that deadpan.
No. But I like you for it, because like your words have more meaning.
Perhaps.
It says a lot more.
The fact Cinder and Red paid money to Nano to buy a house, then years later backstabs her is really insane. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I could do that to somebody. Like, even if they came out as like a horrendous person, if they actually like helped me buy a home, I'd probably have to go to them in private and be like, dude, I can't co-sign that shit you did, but I'll still appreciate what you did for me, but I think we need to go our separate ways. Like,
Yeah, like guilt would be too much, I think, for me to do it fully to this degree.
yeah, I don't think I could like publicly be like, yeah, he got me a house, but fuck that bitch.
No, I feel like no, you will be unironically you'd be a fucking snake, and I can't believe that she can just go through with that unless she obviously have a specific mindset already.
Yeah. That's just such a big
very
thing
much.
in like today's world. Like a lot of people can't afford their own house, or they have to like get it with multiple people, or their parents have to help them with it. So the fact that somebody helps her with it, that she just throws them under the bus, is like, I couldn't do that, man.
Fucking hell. I was saying what Kevin's saying. Women are scary.
Oh yeah, women are terrible.
Okay. She kind of did actually. Oh, she replied to.
Yep.
But I'm kind of excited for it. For it. Oh, so excited for blank.
Me and Cinder were
Excited,
like,
Papa.
she probably already asked Nano. Are you planning to work on another model for her, or just blank are new? I think she got upset about Cinder's figure stealing her figure's thunder.
Dude, there's no way. I mean, Sinder being blasting cock. She's just got it all. Cat blush.
Is that actually an emote she has of a dude grabbing his junk?
Yes. Moving on. She is Gunnar.
Redacted says, wait, did you tell her no?
Okay, redacted. No comments on this Nanoless just sending normal half emotes of dick pics to other men. Alright.
Well,
Still been kind of missing, I think. Actually. Oh. Not yet, actually. I know it's Cinder's enemy, but still, my client, I'm sorry. Peppy cry.
It's okay. This is a repeat. I think this might have gotten added in here on accident. Because we actually didn't get this top part, but we did get, like, this bottom bit here. Unless they just... And yeah, it's from, like, a couple months previously. I think they might have accidentally posted this in here.
Like, it's a massive Google Doc. Like,
yeah.
It's kind of like producing a full game. If people have kind of like gone... I can see how you can miss something, because you can get very cross-eyed if you work in this. And I was telling you, anyone who I've seen read this out when I gave it to them, interested or not interested, they all gone cross-eyed when reading it.
Yeah, it's a lot. And then here's Nano canceling the model with Silver in their DMs, blaming Mio and her workload. This screenshot is from Silver's document. So this is just like a, what do you call it? A demonstrative. It's just from Silver's doc. We've already seen this. And it's exactly what it says. Nano just canceled and said, my husband made me because I'm sick.
Silver, I have to cancel the model commission. I'm sorry. My manager told me I have to cancel the most comms possible for health reasons. I've been working too hard and it's getting to me. I really apologize for this inconvenience. Happy cry.
I was looking forward to it so much. I love your art so much, and I've been excited for a new model from you. I understand, though, you have to prioritize your health and taking care of yourself. I hope your health improves and you feel better. Make sure to get lots of rest and relaxation. Do you know if you'd be able to do it next year at all? Don't feel pressured or anything, just asking.
Pepper cry, I'm sorry. It hurts me a lot too. I just wish I could work on everything I could. But I believe I can still go on for your models sometimes next year, yeah?
That's okay. I know you have a ton on your plate, and I can't imagine how stressful it must be. Do you think you could still do the gamer subs and tub art?
Oh yeah, illustrations are okay, heart.
So, like, I really hate
No.
how this community is, like, so cucked for artists at this point. And and people bring it up all the time. And they're like, well, no, artists are like the backbone of the community or whatever. It's like, yeah, but you treat them like gods, and then they treat you like shit. And then you're supposed to be
I would
like,
say.
oh, thank you for like this pile of shit that you've given me. Oh, great artist. Like, no.
But
It
it's
needs
kind of like these are the providers of all your art and VTubing, like lifeblood. So that's why it come to this. But I wish I had this when I worked with the drag queens with their commission. And I didn't know. I forgot to mention this sometimes when I mention this in my own stories. I was under exclusivity deals for my drag queen because they were doing it for Drag Race in Sweden.
Yeah.
Not saying which one. And like one of the outfits I made for them, they said, okay, you cannot tell anyone about this. Like they cannot go out in the public space at all within these. Even after I gave it to him, I'm not allowed to talk about it until the episode aired on the national television.
Yeah.
And then I was told I cannot work with anyone else, no other drag queen or anything else until I'm done with the commission and after the whole competition is done. I said, okay, fine. It's a very common thing, and I got flack whenever I was late or slacked off. There was no in between.
Yeah.
I wish I got this fucking treatment.
Here's my message to Silver 2 days before Red's conversation with Nano even happened on 11/15/2023. This message was framed in Silver's document as me taunting her while Red and I were supposedly plotting against her, which is completely untrue. My message to her was genuine. The full context of my DMs with Silvervale are in her section of the document. And Sinder says, hey Silver, just got your GamerSup stuff in the mail. It looks amazing. It's cute that we both have Nano's art on our merch since she's both our model mama. I hope your flavor development is going well. Can't wait to try it. You're sending me samples of mine soon. I replied to Nano's tweet showing off mine and Silver's merch the night before. Red had this conversation with her too. As you read from the conversation above, Red didn't ask or make Nano cancel Silver's model image from Silver's document. And the orange is from the other document. I didn't think much of it at the time, but Sinder messaged me on Discord right before my model was canceled. She celebrated that we shared art despite the fact that at the same time she and Redacted were actively working to take the potential for more away. So we have discovered that this is not true. Granted, there is a good possibility Silver didn't know it wasn't true when she said it, because we don't know what she was shown. The only people we know that were given a substantial access to Nano's DMs was Shy Lily. Everybody else, all we can confirm is they had like bits and pieces that were handed to them.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest, if they don't come out and say anything about this, I will go with the assumption they all knew. If they don't say it, just choose to not say anything.
Yeah. And then all these
like
are just,
until then.
All these are just retreading Red, literally not telling her to give it up.
Yeah, this is. I'm guessing these that you're showing right now are the ones that were shown in Nano's doc, screenshot almost. Yeah, that explains why it's not full.
And then here is Nano just saying on November 18th of 2023 that telling people that she had trimmed her waitlist. But then here's...
Okay, this is from our Discord.
What?
No, I said that's from her Discord. I was also the other thing I said.
Yep. But here is what Nano said. This was when all of this was going on. So this is when Silvervale released her statement. And Nano replied with, I literally can't believe this. And she showed the Silvervale GamerSups thing. This is Nano kind of pretending like, oh yeah, she knew I canceled it and she still pulled this shit with you anyways. Like, no.
Oh my god.
Like, you know you're lying when you're saying this. Like, you're helping to spread the lie. You're being such a bitch right now.
They're trying to sprinkle it on just to like make it more a common kind of thing that people can point to or see, because you know how headlines work. That's the kind of thing they're trying to go with.
Yeah. So now we're still in 2023. This is just to kind of go on the Silvervale thing. But we're now at 11/19/2023. Nano told Red that Geary approached her about a model. I chose to leave her name uncensored here since I had mentioned her in my apology after finding out about it. And, quote, I was never even aware Nano was ever planning to work on a model for another of my friends, Geary.
Gary. Oh no. Also, Gary contacted me for a possible model. She's browsing artists, so it's not confirmed yet. Shit, I can't read.
Like in the past day?
Yesterday, crying.
Ain't no way. She's gonna want you for sure.
Hold on, it's not like this.
Not yet.
Cat cries or screams.
Oh, another project I was talking about was maybe a big art piece for WeebCon in March. Red talked about another project with Nano between these screenshots. Would it be evil to pay you a model price to not work on a silver model? I'm only half kidding.
LMAO. A bit, but...
Nano House Fund, business expense.
I like to add that Nano did make a Pepe off, like, maybe. Pepe emote, so. It feels kind of bad to rely on Sinder for that, though. Oh, God.
I don't think we'll run out of work for you. Like, there's always just general artwork, too. Silver can get a model from someone else. She has connections.
You're right. It's business word.
He just says world. Red says, I was half kidding when I told Nano about paying her not to work with Silver on a model because she had just canceled her model 2 days earlier. Nano then said I was right. This is business world in reference to what I said about paying her to not work in Silver, which is the exact opposite to what mine and Cinder's later comment about business meant. And yeah, I will point out that Silver's model had already been canceled at this point, and she did not have a Cinder model in the works. So he is just saying this is a joke. It will come up in exclusivity later, but at the time he's not asking her to cancel a current model. The model is already canceled at this point, and he had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, here's the thing.
This is still not a thing you say, though. Not a thing you say.
No, but here's the thing. They are joking around. You can see it on how she replies, but just they're both just mucking about and just moving on to different things. Like, you shouldn't do that with someone like this, especially she did it with the wrong person. Nanoless, who is in cahoots with a lot of people. So yeah, you should, as a manager, looking at you, Rage, shouldn't be doing this too often.
Unrelated conversation continues again between these screenshots. It says, well, let's see if Geary wants a Nano model or not, and hope Silver finds someone else.
Next 7k I find some save for blank Regimo. My house can't wait. Pikachu.
Which model you gonna do next? Red says, my reaction towards Geary inquiring about a model had nothing to do with Geary at all. I've never had anything against her. It was about more and more people wanting Nano's model in general, not anyone in particular. This was right after Nano had just removed 2 models from her schedule. I never told Cinder about Geary because it never went anywhere and there was no reason to. I hope Silver would find someone else to do her model so she wouldn't come back to Nano for one. Unlike Cinder, by this point in time, I had already basically written off Silvervale because of the undeserved way she treated her. By
the way, since you got plans, do you think this would be best for me to have Bao's model done sooner or around June? It's okay. Question mark.
I really don't know at the moment. We're working on the winter model now and finishing the Gamer Sups art. When the next thing might be the WeebCon thing, if we get the okay for it. Then we gotta talk to Gamer Sups about Cinder's next product launch. So there's no plans for that right now. Then Cinder did want to do a 2.0 pirate bikini model for the summer, so IDK when that'd be best for us to start, so it can be done to rig in time, and 2.0 model updates. And then the game project, which is still in the idea phase, so I can't give you any work for that right now. And there's always just more artwork for stream, for posting, spicy art, or maybe a spicy comic.
Wait, did we up around a bit?
What?
Oh, there we go. No, I zoomed in and then I just hopped away to a different one. She used the frog way too many times. Maybe having it done sooner, so whatever happens later, I'll be open for it. Thinking.
True, we could start the 2.0 updates, pirate design, after the winter model is done, and then that can be off stream, and when if we can do the WeebCon art, that'll be on stream. And also just finishing the flavor art when the drink is finished.
Pepe squint. I still got the changes in mind, so don't worry.
IDK, if you saw, but we were talking about adding butt fangs to the winter model and having the sweater flip up when Sinder moves, like blank new models have been.
Oopsies.
How did that happen? Gotta make the coochie yummy looking, like blank lol. Oh, I forgot. Maybe we can also work on a 2.0 model updates after the winter one is done, like the updated Booba, Pyropup, etc. So every outfit going forward can have the new stuff.
Of course, let me know all changes and if there's a deadline for it. I'll be quite busy until mid-December because of current projects I already have started. After that, I'll be pretty open. AA.
Let's go, Nano on Team Sinder.
I can puppy fire. By the way, even I'm a dedicated Sinder slave, I'll need to make Patreon content though.
That's fine with us.
Sweating.
We still want you to do your thing in art, heart. The world would be a dark place without nano art. And if we calm you for normal art, you can use not safe for work versions of that for Patreon too.
Pepe crying. This would mean the world to me.
We are nano believers.
Also, I'm working on Yutosu for Nano Mono Plush. I'm so excited. What the?
Nano refers to
words.
Nana refers to herself as a dedicated Sinder slave after our conversation, which isn't something I ever implied she'd be or that I wanted her to only work for us. Yeah, Nano is like really up in Cinder's pocket right now, and she hasn't asked to be. This is something she has chosen to be, for sure. So 11/20/2023, someone I worked with asked me how it was working with Nano since one of their friends was commissioning her for a model. A few days after their message, I responded praising Nano. You want to read this random person?
Hi Sinder, I have a question for you. I'm good friends with the voice actor for blank 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 blank, and she is about to commission Nanoless for a VTuber model. Since this is the first time working together, Nanoless recommended that we reach out to you to get an idea of what it's like to work with them. Overall, what is going on with Nanoless? Overall, what was working with Nanoless like for you? Question.
Sorry I missed this. I've been working with Nano since the first started making models, and she's the sweetest. She's so nice to work with.
You know, it's fun to read someone who can type proper words.
11/20/23, Red messaged Nano about me and one of my model sisters. We didn't have a problem with sharing Nano as a model mama with anyone, and I've always supported them. And Redacted says, your daughters are related, lol. And this is Sinder and Buff Pup.
My favorite artist is Nanoless. I don't know if you ever heard of them, but they're pretty dope. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why, but I have never liked there's no reason for me to not liking Buff Pup, but she gives off a wrong vibe for me ever since the first time I've seen clips of her or Cherry collabing with people.
Hi Warking's Blood, I'm new, just stumbled upon you. I am a water yokai. I am the puddle that you step in when you go down the road and it's just slightly too deep and now your pants are soaked. When you're like, oh, it's a puddle, I can step in it, and then you step in it and it turns out it's actually a lot deeper than you thought, and now like you're up to your ankles in water. That's me. I do that.
It's a sinkhole. It will fall in.
But we talk drama here. However, we never go to hate people. All the drama stays here on the channel, and we talk about it together. But we don't go hunt people down. That's inappropriate. Just to clarify.
That's a little bit cringy.
We're now at 11:25. Nano voiced her concerns to Red about their previous conversations. where she got the impression Red wanted her to only make models for me. The confusion around it is cleared up between them. This situation shows that Nano is capable of putting her foot down and making decisions for herself, despite accused manipulation.
I didn't yet, cause Blank said they could get one for me. By the way, we need to talk later.
Uh-oh, what's up, Nano?
Let's see. So it's being worked. So it's about working with Sinder. My friends told me a bit. My friends told me it's a bit unfair for me to stop other models, so I do more for Sinder, which I agree with them. I'm a free artist, and I should do whatever I want to do. I don't want to take sides on any drama or situations. I will always have a way to have open slots for Sinder, but I won't be having her as my only customer.
I agree. You're a free artist and you should do what you want. I was under the impression that taking more Sinder artwork is what you wanted to do. I didn't think it was like we were making you do it.
Guess we got a misunderstanding on both sides, ? LMAO. It's more about this.
And she quotes a previous post, specifically the one about the multiple Nano artworks, or the multiple Nano babies. And Redacted says, oh, I mean, what I said is still true about how we feel, but I wasn't saying you only had to do Sinder work from now on. That's with anything, though, not just your work. You have something special, and then everyone wants and gets that thing, it makes it less special. I'm sorry you were under the impression we were trying to make you only do work for us. I will keep things more business talk and less emotional, lol. Just let me know how this would affect your schedule so I can tell Sinder after. Sorry for the stress, Nano.
But every single model I do is unique, and I make them special in their way. It's not like I'm selling Sinder to everyone. Please don't feel this way. Edited.
No, I know you pour your heart and soul into your models, and they're all incredible.
I'm sorry I made you both feel this way too.
This has got to be like an English second language issue with her, because there is absolutely nothing that has been said so far that should have led her to this conclusion.
Like, yeah, and also we can also do this because, like, Red does mention he's adding in a lot of personal things. So after this thing, if he's a manipulator, he has not stopped doing it at all. Yeah. If he's honestly true to a lot of things, his words and things, if we notice that he has stopped taking a lot of personal things after this state, it's like after 2024, and he doesn't say anything, we should have a pretty clear cut that he's trustworthy.
Yeah. So he makes this big essay. I guess I'll read through this. I was confused because I never told. What?
I'll go make tea real quick. I can still hear you. Running.
So I was confused because I never told Nano she should only be working with Sinder from now on. And I didn't ask her to cancel anything either. I stated I thought the more that she made, the less special they were. And I talked about Cinder's plans, then she canceled 2 models. I thought because it was she wanted to do more with us. To be fair to Nano, I didn't explain my point of view about her models at all, but I didn't bring it up somehow to manipulate her. It came down to a conflict of interest from my client perspective and her artist perspective. First of all, this way of thinking about the value of Nano's models was my thought process, and Sinder understood and went along with it. Not everyone will feel the same way I did here, and that's okay. Because I don't think this is a right or wrong issue. It just comes down to what each person values as a VTuber artist or viewer. This shows just how much we admire Nano and her work, that we are putting her on a pedestal. This has nothing to do with the idea that other people with her models would be Sinder clones, or that her work was less incredible because there was more of it. To me, it was a matter of supply and demand. Just like a rare trading card, the more models Nano made, the more often she would, the less value they'd become for the people who have them. Nano's models are all of incredible quality, extremely unique, and highly sought after, but they'd each individually be less special or valuable if there were 100 of them rather than only 10. From a VTuber's perspective, your visual identity is extremely important. A model isn't just any other asset. Your design, your model, and its art style are a huge part of what makes them who they are and how they're represented and recognized. It's an extension of yourself. The fewer VTubers with their model art, the more unique it is to have it. They stand out more. It becomes a more personal, defining feature of and to that VTuber, representing the artist. We all know of at least one VTuber who has the only model from a certain artist or one of a handful of models from them. The more models that artist makes, the easier it is to get one, will inherently lessen the perceived value of the VTuber's visual identities who have those models. I only thought this way over models because of the role and importance they play for a VTuber and the importance Nano's art was to our brand. It was never about who was asking Nano for a model, just that more and more people were. More new model clients meant more recurring model clients, meaning less time for anything we wanted to do with Nano, which is why we considered an exclusivity deal in January of 2025. My priority has always been our plans and our schedule. Everything a VTuber does revolves around new model debuts, merch, music, events, and more are all planned around a new model outfit as a centerpiece. That's why I always asked Nano about her schedule and where she could fit in plans, the consistent pace we've always. That way we could keep up the pressure to always do bigger and better things around the new models. On the other hand, as you'll read, I could also completely sympathize with Nano's perspective as an artist. In an artist view, they want their art to be everywhere and seen by as many people as possible, and have more and more people appreciate their craft, hard work, and the love they put into what they do. More artworks from more clients means more of their work to be seen by more people, leading to more new clients and more new opportunities to sustain themselves financially. New ideas and new concepts that come in keep work exciting and prevent creatively burning out from doing the same thing over and over. With the same old clients. When Nano told me how she felt, I was 100% on board with what she was saying and had no reason to argue against her, even if my priority has always been Sinder's projects. I also cared and prioritized Nano as my friend and what she wanted to do for herself. I apologized to Nano for the confusion and accepted her decision without any pushback. When I said business is business in these messages, he was referring to the fact that Nano made a business decision that was best for her, even if it wasn't necessarily what I wanted, and I respected it. I didn't hold it against her and worked with her.
I'm also back.
Welcome back.
So, yep, got my tea and honey.
I feel like
Alright.
I do agree with Red here about the supply and demand, etc. No, I agree with Red here. And I said that on the original one, was I think people are coming at this from the wrong angle. Is they were trying to come at it from like he's a manipulating her angle, and not like he's just speaking business. And like I criticized Red and Sinder earlier for getting like too emotionally attached to their business, where they weren't really seeing the forest for the trees. I think it's the same with Nano here. Is she's getting too emotionally attached to her art, so she's not actually able to see it from a business perspective.
That's very unprofessional from all sides, I would say, normally. Like,
Yeah.
you don't usually see this often.
Oh, my back hurts. I feel like an old man.
No, you're not.
I'm a hag.
No,
Also, we
you're
are
not.
Also, chat, we are definitely not getting through the Nano part of this document tonight, because we're not even to page 100 yet. We're close, but we're not to page 100 yet.
If you zoom in, it's like we are at 100. Don't worry.
I will probably be stopping in like 30 minutes, just because I do have work during the week. But once we get through the Nano part, we'll probably start shortening it up a little bit, and we can start kind of skimming over sections that were already covered. Because a lot of these same screenshots get posted elsewhere, because it's important for the context. And then we can just give like the short context when we get there.
Yep.
So it's really just you have to power through the Nano part, and then you're good on everything else, I think.
Yeah, it makes it all the rest of the breeze, because this is the context you actually do need. Like, this is the catalyst context.
So you just need to scroll down, like, past this giant diatribe Red says, and then that's
Oh yeah, I'm on it.
Okay.
No worries. And I assume they well.
It says, it's okay, Nano. You're just making a living and making a name for yourself, and I can't blame you for accepting work from other big names in the industry and having a very desirable talent. If you end up filling your model schedule again like it was, let me know. We'll have to replan some things depending on that.
Thank you for understanding my side. We all trying to have our names somewhere. Just don't take this personal or anything. I still love working with you guys. Happy Pepe. And again, apologize for the trouble on your plans. I still revisit my list and see what I got.
Business is business. If you want to go through the projects we talked about and let me know which ones you'd want to do too.
Oh.
I'll just wait to hear from you about your model list and what you want to work on before we set anything in stone.
Of course, I'll be away today, so I'll give you an update later.
Is this about Silver's model, Nano?
Yeah, I wanna take it, but I don't wanna disrespecting Sinder. I just wanna do pretty models, no hurt feelings.
Business is business. Says, I was completely understanding and sympathetic to Nano's side of things and working with Silvervale. The drama she was talking about was about Silvervale. I never asked her not to or to cancel her model, but if she wanted to work with Silver and then there was nothing, I was going to say stop her. It was her business decision and I respected it just like I always had. Business is business. And then Silver prefaces this one with, it's red message at the bottom. He was joking. Of course I was okay with Nano's decision, and my conversation with Nano about this is below. Says business is business. Nano puts a crying Pepe. Nano, you're a freelance artist, and Silver is a longtime client, so it makes sense to continue doing work for her. I understand the logistics of it. At the end of the day, you need to do what's best for you.
I really appreciate for understanding my side. I do understand your side too, but sadly it's something between you two, not me. I shouldn't get involved with this fight. I just go art burr.
Right, I know. I just didn't think our other conversations sounded like I was trying to make you not work with her on a model, like Silver specifically.
Maybe I just considered the situation too much. My mistake for thinking it's this way.
It's okay.
But we are good for real. This feels like we're breaking up. I'm stressing. Oh god.
Me and you are good, but I still have to tell all this to Sinder. It'll be fine. Just like before, I told Nano she needs to do what's best for her. I didn't say anything about Silver in our conversation where Nano canceled her model. He continues, don't worry, I think she's sleeping.
Oh god. Oh god. It will be her first news.
I'll let you know when I talk to her, don't worry.
Please have mercy.
I will go over the list of things we talked to you about with her and we'll write them out for you, and we can find time for things.
Pepe, look.
If you don't still want to do the pirate outfit, we might not start any model projects until 3.0, but that's the only thing we had in mind, like we were talking about.
I might be able to consider considering I'll only take Silver back.
Oh, I thought you were going to take everyone back.
I still need to talk to them. Edited.
Nano, I might be able to, considering I'll only take Silver back. Again, I did not say anything about Cotton, but Nano decided to cancel her model anyways and never took it back.
My god. I still need to talk to them.
Did you end up
Sweating
doing the
emoji.
Kiri model?
Oh, not yet. She was just browsing.
No worries, business is business. I'll message you when I talk to Sinder.
Let's have her break. Let her have breakfast first, at least. Sweating.
Thanks for getting this out of the way now, Nano, instead of waiting a while.
I'll try to be transparent as much as possible. I think it's more fair for both sides this way.
You didn't tell Silver you canceled because of Sinder, did you?
No. I thought... I told all of them it was for health issues.
And Sinder did. emoji. I said, once again, saying business is business here is me telling Nano that no matter what her decision on Gary's model was, I would accept whatever outcome she chose. I didn't want to affect her decision about it, and Gary never came up between us again. I asked Nano if she told Silver she canceled her model because of Sinder, because before this, Nano was under the impression I asked her to only work with us when I didn't. She canceled Silver's model at the end of the same conversation. I didn't know what she might have told Silver, but Sinder had nothing to do with it. I do think that's a fair question, because now he has to think, shit, do I have to do damage control because of your fuck up? Like, you assuming I was telling you to cancel on Silvervale, do I now have to, like, go and talk to somebody because Silvervale has the idea that we're trying to get her canceled?
Yeah, and Silvervale is already on non-speaking terms with them almost already.
Yeah.
So it's even worse. So, yeah, I can imagine it being like a, oh, fuck.
Like, it's a fair
like
question.
It's a fair back and like niggling feeling in the back of your throat. Mind, I mean. And let's see. I would never blame anyone besides Mio.
Lol, we never want to make you feel like we're making you or forcing you to not work on something, especially if it's something you want to do, don't want to do. And our conversation the other day wasn't meant to convince you of doing only Sinder work. Again, sorry that it sounded to you like I was telling you to only do Sinder work. I'll message you later.
It's okay, we'll settle things up. Happy. Yeah.
I
A lot of them
apologize.
are edited. I feel like she just mistyped them.
Probably. I apologize to Nano, don't care. 11/26/2023. Here are my own DMs with Nano about what happened, where I say it's just business. Red told me about his conversation with Nano before she messaged me, and my use of the phrase had the same meaning as his, since Nano just heard it from him. In my apology, I said, me saying it's just business was referring to my acceptance of Nano's business decisions, whether she chose to work with me or not. This was not in reference to anyone's model being cancelled, further explaining to her that it's okay if she chooses to work with me. I can understand where the next part can sound manipulative. My intention was to reminisce about the journey we had together up to this point, since at this time I wasn't sure if this was where Nano and I would stop working together, as frequently as we had been. And I'd have to look for a new model artist and then encourage her to work on projects she's excited about while I talk with Red to find a project that would work with her schedule.
Hey Cinder, hope you're doing okay. I talked with Red and I believe he talked to you already, and I thought it would be best if I just checked here personally. Actually, I wanted to know better your thoughts, because Red tried to talk to me, and I think I misunderstood things.
I'm doing good. What's up, Nano?
Oh, it's mostly about this thing, and it's redacted. Typing. Not to disc any. Oh wait, maybe you should.
We already read that one. We're good.
Alright. I thought on canceling some models because of it. But then I realized it's not really fair to me. God damn, she can't.
I understand what he means, but at the end of the day, it's just business. Of course, we love working with you, and we want to keep working together, but if you prefer to work with other clients instead of me, I know it's for a reason, for you to help grow, and not because you don't like me. Being one of your very first model bebes was so amazing. I was happy to be able to find someone to help you with live 2D cutting and improve your skills. And I think that's a big part of why everyone loved the 1.0 model and then started asking you for them. I can have Red send you a list of our plans in the future and estimated due dates, so just let us know what you actually want to work on. That way I have time to look for someone else if you don't have time for my projects or don't want to do them. It feels special to only have your model art for all my outfits, but just let me know if you don't have time for me to be an exclusive Nano art baby anymore.
It's no personal reason. I would never do something like this to you or anyone. But yeah, it's important for my job to reach far, and I like working on different projects and people. I never ever said I didn't want to work with you anymore. I told Red that even though I have my other works, I will always have a way to get you a priority spot whenever possible. You will always be my special bebe.
I also think it's important for you to work on projects that you're excited about. So I'll go through my plans with Red and send you our ideas to see if it's possible with your schedule. I know he can be a little pushy sometimes, but it's because he's just doing business for me to grow too, and he absolutely loves your work just as much as I do.
It's okay. I'll update you guys ASAP.
Sounds good to me. And then when she came to me about what they'd been talking about, Nano told me she thought and chose to cancel models because of what Red said. Red had only expressed his opinion to her. He didn't ask or imply for her to cancel anything on anyone. And when she came to him about it, he understood and sympathized with her view. I understood what Red's reasoning was in the screenshot Nano sent, but no matter what she chose to do, it was just business. Since it has been completely ignored in my apology, deceptively misinterpreted, and turned into a meme, let me explain what I mean by it's just business. When I use the phrase myself, if Nano had chosen to pause, delay, or cancel any planned or future work with me for any reason she would give me, whether due to other clients, burnout, or any other reason, then it was just business. Both Red and I had repeatedly reassured Nano over the years that there was nothing she could say or do to make us choose to stop working with her, and nothing about our work together would ever make me rethink the friendship I had with her. Our feelings did not dictate Nano's business and commission decisions. We always made accommodations for her to be able to do work with us when she could, and she was always willing and excited to do things with us. If she had come to us herself saying she didn't want to work with us ever again, then it was just business. Neither of our comments were made to convince her to sabotage or cancel any projects for anyone else, using business to justify it. It's just business was used in the conversation about the situation alone to tell Nano that we accepted what she wanted to do. I don't remember using the phrase anywhere else again, but it's been turned into this catchphrase I've allegedly had all along to sabotage people. If you were to present my conversation with Nano first, without any of the context of Red's discussion with her happening before this, it could look like I was just directly responding to Nano's message about canceling other people's models as it's just business. This is how it was presented in Nano's document. You'd also have to ignore everything else I said in that same message to Nano, and everything else from the same conversation that referenced what Red had told Nano the day before. When you have the full context of the situation in the order it happened, my "it's just business" comment means something completely different than what was deceptively portrayed to the public. This is one of those where I've said this since the start. Everybody would have been able to figure this out if they just read it. But they intentionally read it in the worst way possible, which is how it ended up where it is.
The reason why was just because Shy Lily was and everyone else was so hostile in their response.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the first thing people cling to, and no one. I think you called guys out pretty well on it, because no one probably read the original documents fully.
Yeah, they never do. They're not even reading this one fully. No. They're skipping it.
Dude, no, like they're glancing at it. I saw I did a test. I told everyone I gave them this thing to. I said, now stream it for me so I can see how you read it. And they did the same. Like they just looked at it, you do, and then scrolled. Kept scrolling, stopping occasionally. Read a bit, scrolled, stopped. For 10 seconds, look at picture. It's cute. Scrolled. Said, I don't care. That's how all of them do, and they say, I read it. No, you didn't. You glanced at it.
Yeah. And like, look, guys, I can excuse the average person for doing that because like they don't give a shit. But you have these channels that are like claim to be news tubers, drama tubers, journalists, and they don't read anything. Like, they don't. It's like your entire content is this, and you just don't care to like read it. Also, hi Starcat.
No, like, hey yo, but yeah, like all of them. The thing is, they have a due diligence if they wanna be a news tuber. They have a due diligence to fucking read this thing and put it out and like give like the news in that case. Otherwise, they're just a glorified drama tuber. Yeah. And I don't think that. I honestly think that's worse. I think you guys are kind of like a middle ground in between those things in a sense. But at least you guys go down and read the entire thing through and through.
Yeah, I like to read all of them.
Yeah, because you enjoy it.
Well, and like some weeks, not much is happening with like VTuber drama and news. So I don't see why they aren't like using this as like a I'm gonna read it every single day sort of deal. Like
It's a content farm. Like, what the hell?
it was handed to you on a silver platter, and you're still not gonna do it.
It's too long. The attention span not high enough. Level not reached. No, like
I lost respect.
It's easier for them to do it.
I lost respect for every single person that claimed to report news. Funny how you and Akko are actually reading the entire thing, and you guys proudly proclaim yourself as drama tubers. Yeah, because we're not trying to like change minds, and we don't.
We're not pissing on your back and pretending it's raining.
Yeah, we just want to like read interesting stuff, and someone described us as like the Gilmore Girls or something.
The Golden Girls.
Golden Girls, that was it. They said that we were the Golden Girls. And like a bunch of little old ladies just sitting around a table gossiping, and that's what I would prefer to be. I don't want to like get in fights or anything like that.
You need to get a different term, like not drama, but like a sipper tuber or like something.
A T-tuber.
T-tuber. I like that.
So we skip ahead to 11/27/2023. Nano told Red she was going to take Silver's model back. 2 days later, she told him that Silver might have found another artist and was waiting for confirmation. Nano had plenty of time to tell Silver she'd take back her model if she wanted to, but never did. Nano and Silver blamed us for her model being cancelled.
Actually, Silver might have found another artist. Just waiting for her confirmation. So far, I have only December full, but normally illustrations can be added.
Waving emoji. Or thumbs up emoji,
Thumbs up.
actually, it looks like.
Also, if you guys want to schedule your stuff before I get new comms, just let me know. Heart emoji.
Now we're going to skip ahead, 2 or 3 weeks-ish. Nano told Red she wouldn't be angry taking any commissions until February, or she wouldn't be taking any commissions until February for a break. Red asked her when she'd be able to start my winter outfit starting screen art, and she told him mid-January. I would like to point out, and I said this earlier, in America, November is like, for some people, that's winter is already started, but for like some people, that's a month into winter pretty much for like Americans. And we are now in December, and she is still putting off doing this winter stuff for Sinder.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
And then she's like, okay, well, what about the starting art for the winter outfit? She's like, well, that's not even gonna be done till January. Like, well,
my god.
In America, December is like quintessential winter time because that's when Christmas is. And when people think of winter, they think of specifically the month of December. And you're just not going to have it done.
The starting weeks of December, after Christmas, it's all go downhill. It's partying mode afterwards.
Yeah. Like you were.
Then you can have cozy after.
You were still like pushing this back. And it's like, I get like you have health issues or something, but you took on all this work and you waited until when it was supposed to be done to say like, okay, I'm not going to have it done. That sucks for them because they can't fix that. All they could do is cancel with you, find somebody else, and then pay a rush fee to have it done tomorrow. But they can't.
Yeah.
They have to like look through all these artists and try and find someone that's in their style. And then they have to like try and get a cancel from you, even though you're their friend, and they don't want to do that. Like they're being super nice to you, but you're kind of being a dick right now by not doing this.
Like, when was this originally gonna be planned for? Like, do we have like a discussions between them like that?
I don't think we have a specific date. From what I can gather, they just kind of knew what her time frame was. And they were just hoping it would be done in the normal time frame it's normally finished in.
Yeah.
Gabby says Brazilian flag, hot AF here all year. We don't get the subtle nuances of the in-between season changes. In America, you don't everywhere. Depending on where you're at, it is some places really only consider themselves as having like 2 seasons, which is like summer, winter, and then what they consider summer varies between like a snow-covered landscape that's just got the sun out and like 13 hours of nighttime because of where they are on the poles.
Oh boy.
That's particularly Alaska, I think. But also, Starcat Tail Chaser, appreciate you and Akko so much for going through everything. Thank you. Construction season and rain season. That's fair too.
That's pretty fair.
I will say, in kind of the middle United States, you do get a pretty healthy mix of all the seasons, particularly on the coasts. So you actually do get like a firm spring, fall, winter, and summer, which is pretty nice because it never occurred to me that other places didn't get that. That they kind of just had like 2 seasons pretty much.
Like that's a thing that lives like in the close to the circle, I would say.
Yeah. But yeah, the important part with this one is she says I can have the winter art started mid-January. It's like, come on. We're kind of close to done with winter at that point.
In that case, you just cancel it. Call it a loss. That's what I would probably do if I had to have like a winter outfit by this person.
I read that. Thank you for the follow over on Twitch, meanie cunt.
All right, so it's
follow is appreciated.
I can win art started mid-January. I would love to do pirate fits. For flavor, I'm only waiting for the color.
He doesn't mention that any flavor. Do they mean flavor like that lingerie website? They send me so many ads to my phone, like holy shit. I bought like literally 1 pair of underwear from you. Jesus.
Is flavor underwear pro? Oh, whatever.
It's lingerie.
Oh, maybe I should check it out.
I bought their Iron Mouse Demon set.
Oh god, I need to check it out. I think you sent it to me once before, probably.
Probably did. Chat says, what the fuck? And somebody says, nice. Look, chat, it is hard to find good thigh highs anywhere. And because Flavor is like an American company with American sizes, they had like proper, like up on your thigh highs for like American legs.
They don't have it for fucking hobbits, so you know.
Like, chat, you need to understand, most thigh highs are made in Japan. They are much more popular in Japan. That's just like point blank none. So if you order thigh highs online, 9 times out of 10, they're coming from like a Japanese company. They might not be made in Japan, but they're coming from a Japanese company which sizes them for Japanese sizes. And socks don't really come in like a specific size. They just come in like small, medium, large. And a large knee-high, an extra large knee-high sock for a Japanese person assumes that the person wearing it is like at max 5 foot tall.
5 foot. Yeah, like can't confirm. And also, I don't know. I see a lot of people who post with them. You can call out that it is like a Japanese one because they could only go up to like barely above their ankles.
Chat, just to wear knee-high socks that look sort of good, I have to wear thigh garters with them. It is required, or else they're gonna fall below my knee.
No, you just pull them up occasionally. It's not that hard.
Right, just get thigh garters. They look cuter.
But I don't have them. It's hard to find.
I could send you the pair I got. I got good ones. I got ones that just wrap around, just like they're little belts that tie around your thigh, so you don't have to put them around your waist.
Oh, also I hate how some of them lock in it because you have to like, I don't know. I hate the one that has the thing where it locks in like by stretch or what is it? I hate those.
Fair.
Anyway,
so see. We skip ahead 2 months. So now we're in February. So The stuff should be done by now, but I don't really know. It's easy to underestimate how short Asians are on average. Yeah, 100%. If you buy clothes and it's coming from an Asian company and you're an American, you have to be a woman and you have to buy like an extra large. So.
Oh God.
And even then, it might be a little small. It might run a little small on you. Red told Nano that one of my future model sisters showed me her model Nano was working on. We were on an IRL trip February 2024 when this new sister first told Red that they were working with her. We were both excited for them and expressed how wonderful it was to work with Nano. Redacted says blank and blank showed Cinder how her new model is coming. What I hear, it looks really good.
Oh, I love them so much. I got hype when Blank contacted me. Crying cat.
And then Redacted says they're super nice. We skip ahead a day. Red moving projects around to accommodate Nano. We preferred all of my model artwork to be done by her.
Oh, sorry. Reredded. I have bad news. Red. I mean, I have bad news. I don't think I can make PPS for March, but I can recommend people to make them.
What about April?
April's 100% doable.
Okay, we can do that.
In case you want them early, I got some people who can... I got the same people who made silvers.
If we don't do all the 2.0 artwork, all the 2.0 art updates in April while Blank, she should be able to do them in May probably. I think it's okay to wait since we gotta wait until Blank is ready anyway.
Oh, sounds good. PPS. There are bigger additions, so I'm pretty sure we're good.
I'd need to know what... Chat, can somebody tell me what PPS is, by the way? Because right now, it just looks like PPs are the biggest addition. It just
I think it's like PS.
It looks like they're
PPS.
talking
No,
about Fuda artwork.
Like, is the PPS? I know. I don't even know. Is that like a term for boobs? Pyropop. Oh,
Pyropups.
my fucking god.
Starcat Shell Chaser says, okay, so I know people that think redacted in this document think the name was covered for privacy, and they won't believe me that is a person's name. That's possible too. So we gotta wait on the Pirate 2, like the design.
It's February, hopefully. After that, I'll be much less busy.
Okay, just let me know when your schedule will be free ASAP. Also, thank you for falling in the puddle, Sapphire Shark. Much appreciated.
Sorry for inconvenience, Red.
It is what it is. We just prefer that you do all the model artwork. So if we have to get someone else to do the pirate design, let me know.
Only if you need the design before April.
I guess we don't, since it would be you and Blank doing the model again. Lol. I like that we're starting to skip ahead a little bit, so we can kind of get to the end. But now we're skipping ahead 3 months. So we're at 5/21/2024. Nano messages I had with Nano showing us happy for her about projects she was working on. Hi Nano, can't really thank you enough for working on my special gamer subs card. I started crying when I saw the full finished art. You'll always make the most beautiful things. And thank you for dealing with Red. I'm sorry things have been so crazy for me lately. I love you with my whole heart.
Heart emoji. Sinder, I thank you for the opportunity. Always a pleasure to work with you and your projects. You're such a busy bean. Petting emote.
Real quick, Gabby, who I believe is also Brazilian in chat, says February is the carnival. Her lazy ass was saying she was sick so she could go to the party.
Oh.
That is...
You know, honestly, yeah, it is possible, and considering what excuses she usually put, wouldn't be too off her character, I think.
True. You've been great You've been working on so many cool projects lately too. I'm happy for you. This art is going to be my new profile picture when it's public. It's too cute.
The screaming cat. I'm so happy you like it.
I also hope your move was okay. I know that's got to be so much work. So she has her house at this point, I think. Possibly.
We didn't move yet. Got a bit delayed. Probably for the party Gabby mentioned. Every day is a good day to mold. What?
I'm not sure if she's using molding correctly. Because she said it a couple times, and every time I'm like, I don't think that fits. You know?
You know... Oh no, never mind.
I got myself lost. Here. Oh no.
Oh no, you're on that.
I hope
yes.
you can start moving soon. I know how long you've been waiting for this. Sending good vibes to you always.
Happy cat. Hopefully it's still this month. I don't know. I'm kind of happy we're delaying or we're moving because it's been stressing. Oh, it's been so stressing. But I also want to move. What the fuck? I wish I could just leave it all behind.
I wish I could start fresh on all my work too. I feel that one step at a time. Cinderheart. We skip ahead, 10 days. Nano told Red she was feeling burnt out, and he said we'd delay my next model for her when she was ready for it. We wanted Nano to be the one who made all my major models and outfits. We had no problem waiting for her, like we had in the past. This lady, pushes everything back so often. Find a new artist, holy shit.
I've wondered, she has, I need to know, has she actually made anything in between for Sinder during all this time? Finished anything? Besides the gamer subs thing, I guess.
I think by now she's finished the winter model. Probably.
Oh yeah. Let's see. Red, do you think you can get someone else to make the angel Sinder?
Why? What happened?
I'm having a small burnout feeling.
I mean, we wouldn't get someone else to do it. We'd just delay it, but I don't know. We want you to be comfortable.
No, I'll make it then. Strong puppy.
Nano, we can worry about the angel later when we have a better time frame for it to start over the next couple of months. Are you still able to do the 2-point updates and bikini model?
Oh no, I'm positive I'm fine for summer stuff. And then it goes for here. Since there's not much going on the arms, it won't be difficult to make the toggles. By the way, I still can't thank you enough for keeping me as Cinder's artist. So
she pushes everything back.
And here's the thing: as soon as they actually say, "Oh, we can look for a different model," but also she has mentioned that they are. So this is on both of them because, Nano said, "Oh, here's some other artists you can work with," and they're like, "No," and Nano says also, "No." So it's just a bad relationship between both of them. Both of them are just too stubborn to just move away to a different partnership.
Yeah, I feel like the opinions on Cinder going forward are going to be heavily skewed by reading comprehension and critical thinking skills. I think there's a couple things going into it. Right now, right? I feel like people will be like, oh, well, Redacted's still pushing her to do the model. Well, when you're a bigger creator, they want consistency, right? So they want all the models to have the same style and the same level of quality. And it's hard to just swap artists to somebody else and still get the same style and quality all at once, right? Typically, you have to take a step back on something, or it looks a little off somehow. So they really want to stick with the same artist. And it makes sense they do, because they're kind of running this as a business at this point. And they're kind of just... I feel like maybe they're... It's a mix of they're too emotional with it, because they feel like they're friends with Nano, and a little bit of sunk cost fallacy. Because they're getting strung along so long on art pieces that they're kind of like, well, we're here now, so we might as well just wait a little longer, kind of deal. And it's just not working.
Yeah.
So now we are just a couple days ahead.
As all. Oh god, it's not getting better. I read ahead.
Red asked Nano about a merch artwork commission, giving her the opportunity before anyone else. Nano, how busy are you with comms right now?
Quite busy. Pepe is stressed.
Okay, never mind.
Lamau.
It was for Gamer Sup standees. Our first 2 artists couldn't do it, but I got another to ask.
Okie dokie. What's the deadline, Bo?
ASAP, no deadline.
I'm kind of scared to change for this kind of commission again. No, but I will be nervous. If it's nothing too complicated, I can try. In case you already asked the other artist, I'm fine with waiting for its reply.
I told the other artist I was waiting for the other artist, you, to reply.
Wow.
When I sent you this, I brought up a possible project to another artist, but waiting for the first artist to reply, that was you. Then you replied, and now we're talking. Lol, anyways.
He said number 1 artist to end. It's me. Nee.
Yeah, it always you, but first artist is busy. Lol.
Gosh and cat. I always get a way to have it. I always get a way to have it done. Usually.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways, this is the standee pose, more or less, but the tail is gonna be like this. And it's going to be double-sided, one side 2.0, other side demon.
Okay. The tail gone wag? Tail gonna wag, I mean. Hog face.
Now, Nano, I don't want you to take this on if it's going to delay the bikini outfit. But if not, then if you think you could do it, it's going to be done ASAP, no set deadline, but still ASAP. Otherwise, I have another artist in mind, so it's okay. It's okay to say no this time.
I might have to say no then.
And I'd need a quote to give GG first. Lol. Okay, no worries.
For the sake of a bikini.
For the bikini.
Crying high hands up in the air.
Huzzah. Thank you, Nano. I'll be back if the other artist says no.
No problem. I'm still happy for being asked for Doki Doki LMAO.
Happy Wappy Nano. Just a reminder that blank is available to start the bikini in the second half of June.
Give me a toggle list.
What? Okay, fine, wise guy. I'll do that today too. Mr. Toggle List.
Okay, stop this stickler scares me. Crying.
He sends something that I would argue is much worse. Do you think if we did a Pyro Pup inflatable tube, it'd be too much like Lily? Don't want any small Lola drama, Lamau.
I think it's a bit too close for the current drama.
True, that's what I was thinking, although this wouldn't debut until August. But still, in terms of new toggles, that's the only idea we could think of.
We could do like a gacha game.
This is kind of where Red starts becoming a lot more like Nano, which is like the stupid memes and shit. Because at first he was actually a bit more professional than she was, and now he's doing the same like...
It took half a year. It took half a year, and then it ran out. Because it was, generally the first 2 months, it was honestly just short answers. But he kind of fell back into it, unfortunately.
Business isn't going to pay
honestly,
you...
Nano... Sorry.
I was just reading chat. It says, a business isn't going to pay you full price for fall decorations if you deliver them on November 25th. Exactly. The winter outfit debut was February 3rd, 2024. So winter was basically... In America, winter was basically over. And we're pushing into spring. Say,
at that time, like, winter can be potentially in Sweden and in Europe, but it's like 1 week, then it's like... It's sports, evening, like, vacation, and then it's like February, it's more performed for VTubers. It's kind of like the season of love, as they say, because
yeah,
you know,
Like, here's because
Oh, I forgot this.
like I don't think people give Nano enough shit for this, honestly, because like they have overly delayed these people who are supposedly their friends so long that now they're just like they're out of it, you know.
And I'm just thinking, canceling the people you have, like, because they are, if this is the waiting list they have, and then canceling it after you waited like a few solid months, like, you can't, it's gonna be hard to find someone to fill up that space and slot. I don't know, I agree with you.
I refreshed my chat because it was only showing Twitch, and now it's just gone. So,
Oh, damn it.
We're about done anyways. We're gonna go a little bit further. We left out a Pyropup floaty toggle from Sinder's bikini model to not copy Lily's, which had debuted earlier in the year. Thank you for like the little spinning Pyropups, by the way.
I found him cute.
6/10/2024. My own messages with Nano, where I helped her with an audio question. Was always willing to help Nano or any of my friends when I was asked for advice or help.
Sinder, I can help. Can I ask you what you use for mic/audio in general? I struggle with audio so much.
Of course, I have a Shure SM7B mic and a Wave XLR interface for it, and some filters to make it sound better live and get rid of background noise.
Thank you. We'll check those.
Always happy to help. And then end of the month, 6/25, Nano told Red that she may be looking to focus on more projects with me because she was getting fewer commissions and would be taking less too. We were her most loyal and repetitious client.
I can see why.
Do you think this is desperation, or it was desperation, the exclusivity deal, because people just wouldn't like hire her?
I feel like, because I wouldn't hire her again if I had to wait. If I needed a model for like, because obviously, first of all, if to get a Nanoless model, you already need to be in business and have these seasonal things are the selling points for a lot of time for you, or like the big events.
Yeah.
Or like that, it's kind of like the big where you can sell merch or do other things if you're this big. And if you can't do it in time, and I'm pretty sure she did it, or like, she definitely did cancel some of them. So obviously, people are gonna think twice before doing it or looking for other options. So yeah, I can see a lot of them, once they get the model, they might just look elsewhere or like hold off on model updates until they feel more secure.
Yeah. So...
And yeah.
Sends her a link to something called Sinder Canvas. He says, see if you can find you.
Oh, sorry. See if I'm trying to find and she has one.
And then he links to the statue. I believe this is the statue they were working on.
Yeah, oh, that looks good.
Yeah.
It's by design, Mom.
Daughter, lol, you da mom.
I'm on TV, Mom.
Oh, lol.
Dog laugh.
I said yes.
I want one.
Soon, there's also something else we're doing with this, but I can't tell you yet.
Y'all need... wait. Y'all just keep cooking. You just keep cooking. Also, I'm getting less comms. I was thinking of maybe staying more on Sinder's work. Thinking, Pepe.
Let's go. I told you like a year ago, we'll keep giving you work if you want it.
I know, but you were for real? I'm like...
Preparing to give full-time love to 3.0.
Oh, preparing myself to give full-time love to 3.0.
No more nanocoms, or just taking on less so you can do more streaming?
Talking less. I would never say no for a good offer. Oh boy.
Lol.
Sleep.
Okay, just let me know when you're able to take on, or what you're able to take on and when. The Heaven Hound outfit and 3.0 are the only things we have scheduled, but we can give you general art, not safe for work art, merch art, gamer subs art, or model designs and outfits if you want them.
Interested? Just let me know whatever you guys want me. Oh, whatever you guys want me. You know, I always get a way to work on it. God, she can't spell, huh?
Yeah. Heaven Hound next, please, Mother Nano, and art to go with it. Starting screen only if you have time.
Yeah. When this is for, what is this for again?
And then we are going ahead, just about a week, to 7/1/2024. Nano delivered a project to Red, and a collab with her comes up again.
Thank you.
No, thank you. You make the prettiest art. Thank you for continuing to work with us.
I thank you and Sinder for keeping me.
We gonna work on big things.
PayPal link. I'm excited.
And when you and Sinder collabing?
I'm getting back to streaming, hopefully. I'll be ready soon, Buff Dog.
We skip ahead another couple days. While at Anime Expo, Red and I made sure we were there to see Nano at her first ever meet and greet.
Thank you for stopping by. Sorry. What? Bye. Sorry, I said your name.
Okay, don't worry. I hope you had fun meeting everyone.
It was fun, an experience for sure.
So she probably like low-key docked Cinder at the meet and greet a little bit.
Yes, definitely said, "Oh, it's hi Cinder," kind of thing, and that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So now we skip ahead a month. One of my friends messaged me asking about working with Nano. I've never dissuaded anyone from working with Nano or said anything bad about her.
Should I be the hidden blocked
Yeah.
hidden person? Angel, will you be coming to blank? Also, I wanted to ask you about how you have like Nano as a mama. I was considering applying for their comms since they rigged a lot of models I loved. Rigged.
You know, I know you make fun of Nano for not being able to type, but you cannot speak.
I cannot speak. I know, I'm horrible. I will find an excuse, just like Nano. I will find an excuse. It's 8 in the morning.
I will find you a speech therapist.
Thank you.
We will teach him to speak American, chat.
Now, what about British?
No, we'd have to put you down.
What?
I can't have a boyfriend
Alright,
that speaks Iraq.
The fucking hell you
Arabic,
mean?
sorry. A microaggress.
What the fuck? Jesus. This is not fair.
I sure am, and Nano is absolutely fantastic to work with. She just does live 2D art, not rigging, but every model of me, minus chibis, were drawn by her. So we are just like a day later. This is the conversation with Red and them. Jesus Christ. This is gonna take up another... Oh my god.
I don't know, 2 streams.
So chat for tonight, I think we'll stop it here at page 119.
I killed him earlier, chat, with my speech patterns.
Imagine being Cinder, not wanting to use any of that expensive art anymore. Yeah, that sucks. However, she was still getting a bunch of... What do they call them? The big things they do on Twitch when you get like a bunch of people subscribing to you. The hype train. She was still getting a bunch of hype trains while she was offline the last couple months. So she was still doing good. She's probably got the money to kind of re-up a new model. Granted, she did say she's going to continue using the old stuff until she can afford the new stuff, which is fair. Really starting to get spicy here. We like to be spicy a little bit. Even if it's going to get us in trouble.
Oh, you mean, oh. We like the spice. Here's the thing, we don't like it dull.
So, chat, I will send you guys to Avarice Incarnate. They're playing Monster Hunter World Iceborne.
Oh.
But we will see you guys later. I will probably do more of this tomorrow because I want to keep going through it, and I will add really quick that we covered. Well, I started at page 27, and we made it to 119.
So halfway there.
And we cover pages 27 through 119 of the Nanoless section. Because somebody asked me last stream if I would please put the specific amount we covered in the description. So that's fine.
Type what time frame we're on as well, because depending on the screen layouts, they might have differently.
I mean, I could do that really quick.
Because then I get like the first like kind of like combination, because I think you can search the name for it or like the kind of wording. Or you just look at it because it's highlighted in yellow.
We cover pages 27 to 119 of the Nanoless section, and up to the date 7/23/20. Someone should screenshot it and show it to Alana.
That way, which part of it? Oh, you mean the...
Well, we'll see how Sinder goes. I hope Sinder makes a nice little comeback. Because even if everything...
she gets a pretty model.
Well, even if everything in this was absolutely as negative as people portrayed it as being, I really don't think it was worth like the backlash she got. That's assuming it was as bad as it was portrayed to us. I just think she got way too much hate for no reason.
Honestly, I want to ask people, what did Sinder do that was bad? Because here we have context to what's happened in between the things. And I honestly, if you just take pluck rage out of the equation, I don't see anything that she's more is bad.
I mean,
at all. Like, I don't see anything.
She was just kind of bitchy with some people, but my thing is like all of her friends were kind of bitchy with some people.
So, like, that's a moot point.
Yeah.
Like, it is. They're going to throw her over for the tweet, like, for just the thing that Nano posted, like, without even DMing her at all. So I've called that moot.
Did you notice how Silver says she never collabs for transactions, and now she has collabs with Girly Pop? We will get to the Silver part eventually. I'm excited for the Silver part to cover it on stream, because I think Silver is a lot more negative than people give her credit for.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are coaxing on, because this thing, I was on the train with like the whole Hogwarts Legacy and the kind of thing, because that was like legit like pretty bad. But I think people should stop giving her that freebie card more, and just use that as the only thing of saying, oh, feel bad for her.
Yeah,
because it is a moment where someone feels bad, but like that cannot like remedy how she acts with all other people outside of it. Like, it's shitty, but I would say we have to look into when she is blaming other people for shit. We gotta look into what the hell is she saying, if she wants to like and say, no, you don't really have a leg to stand on if you wanted to make these claims about other people.
Yeah. But chat, I'm gonna send you guys on to this other person. Be good for them. Everybody have a good night, and we'll be back same time tomorrow. Night, everybody.
Eat well. Have a good one. Bye-bye.